My name is Shawnee. Today we're doing an all signs reading live. If you're catching this after the live, please go ahead and look at the description box below. That's where I put the timestamps. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As you come into the room, consider hitting that like button and going on down to the chat and saying hi. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. We're going to get started at 5 minutes and let folks run into the room. Getting started at 5 minutes, everyone. I'm just going to take some notes on, I need to write down timestamps, so give me a second, please. Hey, everyone, welcome. Come on in. Head on down to the chat and shout yourself out so I can shout you out. Thank you for coming in. We're going to get started at 5 minutes. I'm just writing down all of the zodiac signs. Hey, Nikki. I'm just writing down all the zodiac signs so that I can take note for timestamps. Getting started at 5 minutes in, though. Hey guys. Hey Wendy. Hello. Welcome in. Who do we got? Tammy. Hey Miss Tammy. Hello. Happy Friday. Hello. Happy Friday to everyone. We're going to get started at 5 minutes in. Yes. Thank God it's Friday. Right? TGIF. Hey Tam Tam. Hey guys. Come on in. Head on down to the chat. We got the light crew up in the house. Shout out to the light crew. Thank you guys so much for being here as always. Come on in. Hit that like button, you guys. Hit that like button. Let the algorithm wake up to the magic that's happening in this live. We're getting started at 5 minutes in. We're about 2.5 minutes from the start. We're going from Aries to Pisces today. We're going to take a look at 3 major themes. 3 major themes for the rest of January. You still need to join. You have time. You have time. There's no rush. You do it on your time. You do it when Spirit calls you. Do it on your time and do it when Spirit calls you. I think we're doing light crew specific, membership specific readings at this point now. It's once a week. I will start next week upping that. Oh, thank you, Tam Tam. I appreciate you. Tenfold back to you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're always one of the first ones to Tamara, you are always one of the first ones to do that, and I appreciate you. Those that are a part of the light crew or wanting to join the light crew, we're doing I'm doing light crew readings once a week. I'm going to up that next week, and I'm going to start doing more. And then for those that are in the light council tier, I'll start doing lives probably week after next. So if you're interested in joining, take a look at the join button at the bottom of each of my videos. Once you click the join button, it kind of just reads you in on the different things that are on offer. And if you really like my content, and I'm going to plug this a few times today because I'm trying to grow my Instagram, but if you really like my content here on YouTube and you want to see more of a coaching and behind the scenes aspect, take a look at the description box. There's a link to my Instagram, which is, Infinite Light Tarot. On Instagram, I do completely Instagram specific content. It's not the same stuff that you see on YouTube. It's the same me. It's just a little bit more coachy, I guess, if you will. Because y'all know I like to coach. All right, we got people jumping in. 4:44 on the clock. I appreciate that. We're getting started here in a bit. We're going to go from Aries to Pisces, guys. Coming in, hit that like button. Whoa, it don't make any sense. The math ain't mathin'. I don't care if it's boy math or girl math. The math ain't mathin'. We got too many people in the house that haven't liked. So just hit that like button, guys. It wakes up the algorithm. I'm still a growing channel. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you. Hello, Celestial. Celestial chick. Hello. All right, guys. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Do me a favor. The OGs, the Ram family, and just the OG light crew and everybody down there. Can you please start taking people up towards or down towards or sideways towards the like button so that we can get this video hyped up. All right, guys. Okay, so we're going from Aries to Pisces, and we're taking a look at the rest of January since there's like 20 something days left in January. I want to take a look at your money. I want to take a look at love. I'm not going to go crazy deep into love, and I want to take a look at personal growth. All right, guys, for each of the signs from Aries to Pisces. Oh, we just got a new member. All the light crew in the house say hello and welcome to Tamara. Thank you so much, Tam Tam. I do appreciate you. Mwah. Much love to you, boo. Okay, guys. You know what? Before we even get started, let's give gratitude and ask for protection. Spirit, thank you so much for bringing me here and allowing me to have this collaboration with these absolutely wonderful people. Under your love, under your guidance, and most importantly, under your protection, allow me to deliver a clear and concise message to those watching. Should anything negative come up, immediately return it to sender. I don't want it on me. I don't want it in my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. We're going to go with Aries the rest of January. Aries, we're taking a look at the rest of January. For Aries, I'm going to pull cards for... Let's do finance. Spirit for Aries, greatest and highest good. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Guys, you don't have to just watch your sun. I suggest you watch at least your sun and your rising. If you don't know the rest of your chart, you really should look it up. All right, for Aries, please. We're talking about career here. Many choices, options, and there's a lot of abundant doors that are opening up for you. Many choices for the rest of January. Keep your eyes peeled. It says you have options. Even if you don't see them right now, things are unfolding. And I say this all the time, and this is me adding, right? And I say this all the time, and I got it from my absolutely favorite Willy Wonka with Gene Wilder. A million pieces take a long time to put together, but once they start getting put together, it is scrum-diddly-umptious, the amount of options that Spirit has opened and in store for you, unraveling in the month of January, Aries. It says, get creative and look around. And then it says to pull a card for each of the options. So let's take a look at this. This is career and finance for you guys. Many options. I want to point out that this woman is on a yacht. Okay? I want to point out that... Oh my God, what a confirmation. Aries, the magic is already starting and we're only 2 cards in. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Be self-aware, be environmentally aware. Have ritual every single day that allows you to be grounded and open to the energies that are around you. You know, I kept thinking about this week. I always say have ritual. And I don't want people to think that means witchy type stuff, because I don't want to use the wrong vernacular and then turn some people off. I understand that some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but others of you who are kind of new to exploring a spiritual side of life, ritual doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means. It means regimen. It means routine. So have a regimen in your daily activity. When you wake up in a state of gratitude. How do you start it? You start it with a gratitude journal, or you start it with reflection, or you start it with prayer, or you start it with some of you guys, your routine is going to the kitchen and getting your coffee and standing at the counter and reflecting. And then, so every morning you have a routine and a ritual that wakes you up to the day. And then every night you have to have a ritual and a routine that cleanses your energy, that accepts the energy and the lessons that came in, and cleanses your energy and readies your body, your light body, your physical body for the lessons and the actions that you're going to have to take the next day. Every day you meet yourself at least twice a day. Where am I at now and where am I going? How do I feel now and how do I want to feel in the future? What did I see happen in my reality now, and how am I going to take action towards achieving something different or achieving that in the future. Okay. So, but it immediately right off the top, confirmation. Do you see basically if you look at those balloons, those are a lot of pentacles in her hand. It says to see what's the best choice. A lot of you guys at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. A lot of you guys, okay, not for everybody, but for a lot of you, you have these ideas of things that you want to do. Because this is the Seven of Wands, which means you're kind of blocking yourself off from these opportunities. We talk about this all the time. Aces are options. An option to walk through a door, an option to take a leap of faith, an option to take action, an option to open yourself up to love, an option to think differently, right? This is an option to walk through a door. And what this is showing me is that you guys are having a hard time convincing yourself that you are worthy of walking through that door. So be careful and cognizant of that. You don't want, and I talked about it just now, I said every day if you meet yourself at least twice, you're seeing the things that you may have had a shortfall with for yourself that day. And then you start at the end of the day, you say, all right, tomorrow I'm going to handle it a little bit differently. Even if that means small steps. It doesn't mean your leap of faith doesn't mean you leap and then you just immediately start running because you're going to miss some shit. You're going to fuck some shit up. So stop telling yourself that you're not worthy. Stop telling yourself that it's never going to happen. Stop telling yourself that you're too old. Stop telling yourself that because the last time that it didn't work out, it's not going to work out in the future. Stop. You are your own worst enemy. Spirit is out here. The universe is out here trying to give you options and opportunities for your future. What are those? Let me get some information on what these are for Aries for the rest of January. What could these look like for Aries? The King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the World card, and then the Six of Wands. Listen, victory, things that feed your emotional and creative light body and your physical, things that make you feel emotionally secure, things that make you feel like you've done to accomplished, things that make you feel like I have now testimony to share with other people. This is how you overcome. This is how you build from here. The King of Cups and the Eight of Wands is telling me it's a lot of epiphanies. It's a lot of downloads. It's a lot of processing of messages that are coming from the universe. Some of that looks like what you're thinking. Some of that looks like your algorithm. Some of that looks like conversation with other people. Spirit in the universe works through other people. We are all pawns in this energetic game of life. Sometimes I am your catalyst, and I'm not meaning me with you specifically, and then maybe, yeah, me with you specifically, but sometimes people that you don't know are your catalyst for your own personal change. Pay attention to your environment. Don't just walk around like this. Don't just go to work and don't sit in your car and say, fuck this job. I guess I got to go into this job. And then I go into work and then I'm just like at work, mind checked out. No, start paying attention. Check in. Spirit wants to talk to me. Excuse me. Spirit wants to talk to you. There's something for some of you guys that is going to end, and it's going to be a glorious beginning of something else. So some of you guys might have tried this before and it didn't work out. Good. Thank God, because you wouldn't have been ready. Some of you guys might have tried to get a job recently and it didn't work out. Good. Thank God. And I know that might be traumatizing and triggering for some of you guys, but I'm silver lining it for you. Good. Thank God, because that means that wasn't meant for me. That wasn't going to feed me. That wasn't going to feed my wallet the way it should be. This other thing is. Stay open and stay out of your way. King of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Victory card, the Six of Wands, and the World card. Some of you guys, the World card is telling me that you're going to need to be doing a little bit more research in whatever this is. Meaning get on your computer, get on your laptop, stop scrolling through social media, and start applying yourself. There might be a masterclass that you need to take, some research that you need to do, need to engage with AI to help you do some research. You feel me? All right, let's move on. That's for Aries. Continuing to go with Aries for love for the rest of the month. Opportunities are out there. You have to be willing to accept them. Spirit wants you to be victorious. Let's look at love and relationships. Loving relationship for Aries for the rest of January. Temporary relief. Distractions aren't a quick fix for deeper issues. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily mean for a lot of you guys that you're going to get somebody that's going to help you get over somebody else. This means for a lot of you guys in the Aries community, you might have been utilizing certain behaviors and habits to help you get through a stage in your life when you were attached to a specific other person. This could be a loved one. This could be a lover. Habits that you used at one point in time that helped you survive through a situation. Throughout the month of January, those habits are going to be reflected to you in your reality in some way, shape, or form. And it is going to be a mirror to show you one after another that this behavior, this habit that you once clung onto so badly did serve you, but they're no longer serving you here. You no longer need to behave in this way and show up in this way because you let go of the people. This is not going to be for everybody. This is only going to be for the people that are willing to do the work, and the work is hard. Essentially what I'm saying is I think a lot of you all are getting over relationships, over connections, but they're still lingering. A lot of you might still have your head stuck in the past about the things that went wrong, how they did you wrong, how you did them wrong, and it's churning over and over again. And what that can be doing to your body, or has been doing to your body, is causing a lot of dis-ease. And in the month of January, you get things reflected back to you in your reality that helps you let go of it. What does that looks like? That looks like perspective change. That looks like just one day getting like a fire under your ass that says, you know what? I need to get out of my bed. I need to get out of this rut. I need to get out of this mindset. This relationship happened for a reason. I don't need closure from this person. I don't need this person to call me back to say, all right, let's finally have that last conversation to explain why they didn't choose me. I don't need this person to call me back so that I can tell them, fuck you one more time. I don't need this. I don't need that. What I need is me to do me, because Spirit and the tarot cards have said I've got opportunities out there to find victory, and that's where I need to be focused. Cool, Lillian. A much respected love for you. Just keep on that path. That's what your love looks like for the rest of January. Couple more cards on this. The Eight of Wands, the King of Cups. It's the same cards. It's the same cards from the last spread. Let me shuffle a little bit more. Aries, love, rest of January, please. Aries, love, rest of January. I have a couple more. I got a couple more, but then I feel like I'm going to be preaching. Six of Swords, moving on. 10 of Pentacles. I'll just pull underneath the deck just so you guys feel, because what I normally do, I do 3 cards, and then under the deck, I'll do 3 cards, boom. The Judgment card, praise God. And then under the Temperance card, praise God. This is going to be big. I didn't just pull new love for you. I did. Actually, I did. I misspoke. I did pull new love for you in the month of January. You get to fall in love with you again, boo. 6 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles is saying, you know what? This shit over here that I've been clinging on to has been getting in the way of my joy, has been getting in the way of me building my legacy, has been getting in the way of my love for myself, has been getting in the way of letting in love from other people, including the love of money. Money loving me loving money back. Temperance and the Judgment card. I choose not to be in the land of the dead anymore. I choose to wake up I choose to wake up in this lifetime. And I choose to do it in a balanced way. Pour into my cup first. Look at that. Pour into my cup first. Aries. I'm going off on Aries. I feel like I'm not gonna do this long of a spread for everybody else, and the other people are gonna get mad. But I mean, it bees what it bees. I feel like y'all needed to hear it. Let's take a look at how about we call this what you don't see coming. That's what Spirit for Aries, what they don't see coming the rest of January, please. New life. Ah, praise God. That's, you guys, that's the Empress card. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. That was terrible. Celine, I'm sorry. A new life. How do you get this? How do you call this in? Well, I fucking just said all of it. But you got to stand on that consistently. Stand on you consistently. Don't play about you. You don't play about your kids. Don't play about you. You don't play about your pets. Don't play about you. Don't play about you anymore. Stop it. Don't play about you anymore. Don't. I love you too much to let you not love yourself. But me loving you doesn't mean shit. You gotta love yourself. Ooh, Miss Tammy just got a job that for a call from a job that she applied for. I hope the hell she got off of here quickly. Do not choose tarot over this new prospect. I'm done playing about me. Put that in the comments, Aries, whether you're watching it here now or you're watching it later. Put it in the comments. I am done playing about me. I am calling in my 10 of Pentacles. I'm calling in my 6 of Wands. I am done playing about me. They were all in your cards. Put it. Claim it. You got the job, Tammy? Or it says, oh, go get the job. Well, I feel like she already got the job. Okay, guys. All right, let's move on to Taurus. Guys, if this is where you part, if this is where we part, please do not forget to like on your way out. And definitely, you can claim this and this could be done and boom, you go about your day. But I do recommend at least watching your rising sign. I am done playing about me. I am done playing about me. Keep it rolling. I am done playing about me. I am done playing about me. There we go. Keep it rolling. Let's go. Taurus. Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Consider liking and subscribing, turning on that bell notification button. Anything you need to know about the services I provide, take a look at the description box below. All right, Taurus. Let's take a look at love and career for Taurus for the rest of January for their greatest and highest good. It says give and take. There's masculine and feminine energy in here. There's one hand that is biologically smaller than the other hand. Just taking a look at that. So this is definitely, for me, this is finding balance, yet the yin and the yang within yourself. And then it also says, be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. It does say give someone a chance and ask for what the heart desires. This could be talking about a job, and this could be talking about a romantic person. But specifically, I'm talking about your love and career. And oddly enough, sometimes those two are definitely intertwined. So let's take a look more about this energy for the rest of January for Taurus, please, Spirit. The Queen of Swords, the Strength card, the King of Swords, masculine and feminine energy. The king and the queen of swords are not married. These are like business partners. There's no love here. There's a lot of planning and analyzing and going and doing. There's a lot of give and take here. So this could be you finding a new work partner, finding a new contributor, finding a new investor, finding a new job. Sometimes I take a look at the King of Swords as a corporation. And honestly, I feel like this Strength card is looking at you, Taurus, like you taking a big deep breath throughout the month of January, at some point in the month of January, and saying, I can do this. I can walk through this. I can make this happen. I can make this phone call. I can send that email. There's a lot of idea of collaboration that's happening here. And it's an amazing confirmation that I literally started out by saying there's masculine and feminine energy in here. There's yin and yang energy in here. And then boom, We get the king and the queen of swords, a match. Underneath the swords, underneath the deck is the four of swords. You know, a lot of people are going to find themselves guilty of one big, huge thing in January. And you are a part of the crew. That we hold ourselves back. That we hold ourselves back. This four of swords is telling me that, and this is no shame on you. This is nothing. This is just a human thing that happens. This four of swords is telling me that you need it to build yourself up to be in this courageous energy. To, again, take the deep breath and say, I'm going to walk through this door. I'm going to send this email. I'm going to call this person. Because you need it to recover from something. And the recovery is all in your head with these swords. The recovery for you, Taurus, is having these bright ideas and then not taking action on them. Having one symbol after another, one synchronicity after another from spirit and the universe show up in your reality, and then you saying, that's good, but not right now, because I am, excuse me, did you hear my throat? And that's this throat chakra stuff here. Because I just need to fix this first, right? I want to find out a little bit more about this. How do we get these two together after this four of swords? What might that look like for Taurus in the month of January? The seven of wands, the chariot, the eight of wands, more you holding yourself back, and at the bottom of the deck, temperance. You cut out the people that you now realize never had your best interest at heart. The people could be a loved one that is constantly over your shoulder, like, and it's like bringing you down. But then the people could also be like the person, the people, the corporation that you work for were never giving you a chance to grow. And you finally got the gumption to say, no, I deserve a chance to grow. Or you finally got the gumption to say, put me on that project, raise your hand and say, I can take the leadership. You finally got the gumption to stand up for yourself, Taurus. Or you're getting that in the month of January. I have the gumption. I keep hearing He-Man in my head. I have the power. That's you, Taurus. You do have the power. So lean on that courage in the month of January. I see it happening as long as you take that deep breath and you just do whatever the action is. Send the email, say the statement, make the phone call. Collaboration is there. All right. The other thing that shows up with this masculine and feminine energy is that you are learning to balance when to and when not to in the month of January. When to speak up and when not to speak up. But the speaking up is more prevalent. I think you're learning the masculine. And that's no jab to the men in the house or whatever, because it's just energy, guys. I think you've had the feminine energy of recovery, taking care of yourself. I can do of like standing mirror work, even standing in the mirror saying, no, you got this, you can do this, you can do this, but haven't actually taken the action yet. And that's where that King of Swords comes in. All right, let's take a look at love for Taurus for the rest of January, please. Empathic bridges. Ooh, this is beautiful. Look at this masculine and feminine energy again. There's a lot of balance that's coming to you, Taurus. I love that for you. I really do. Empathic bridges. Embrace healing by being kind, balancing life's contrasts. You might have a lot of stuff going on, but in the month of January, you're choosing it's like finding your voice, I feel, in the month of January. No, this doesn't work for me. Period. Yes, this works for me. I have the desire to do that. I just do not have the bandwidth to do that. Let me figure out how I can sort my schedule in a way that works for me in a healthy way so that I can do what I desire. I can't do that this month, but it will work perfectly for me next month because, and I do feel like you have a lot of stuff going on in your reality, because this month I want to settle this issue. But I'm going to hold myself to the standard that I will apply action next month to this thing. You're being very analytical in the month of January. Tell me more about this empathic bridge. Yeah, look at this. The Page of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. You guys might, the Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Threes are significant here. That's the 6, which 2 threes is the 6, which is the Lover's card. You actually might be making a choice to act on a crush. Is it a crush? Because it's the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. I don't see the Page of Cups. Talking to somebody with whom you haven't talked in a long time. Sorry, you can't see the cards. Talking to somebody with whom you haven't talked in a long time. Here's the reconciliation, but just chilling, just having fun, just going out for some drinks. And here's the Three of Pentacles. This person has been a part of your life's path for a long time. Maybe you've known them for a long time. You haven't actually mingled with them in a long time. Can I get some more information on this page energy here for Taurus in the month of January? Maybe because you were doing other stuff. You just didn't have the bandwidth. Oh, I think, look at this is the Knight of Swords. The Sun card. Hold on. I'm going to pull some more. The Justice card. More sword energy. Libra energy here. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Swords. You've been holding yourself back from a lot. And I feel like you've been telling yourself, Taurus, nah, not yet. Now's not the right time. No. I need to do this first. You're finding the other side of that coin in January. No, maybe I should actually stop talking myself out of it and do something about it in the month of January. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming for Taurus, please. What does Taurus not see coming, please? Prayer. Hold on, I just got like a Madonna song. What is that Madonna song? Don't go for second best, baby. Put your love to the test. No, not that song. The song where she's like in the church and she's wearing brown. I guess that's not the song that I was supposed to get. I guess I was supposed to get the other Madonna song. Don't go for second best, baby. Put your love to the test. Let's go back to the first card that came out, which is the biggest energy. It says, be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance. And then when I pulled this, don't go for second best, baby. Put your love to the test. This is a 1. We're about to be in the 1 year next month. The 111 portal is happening on Sunday. You might be putting yourself out on the line in the month of January with both your love and your career. Yeah, Taurus is eating a huge bowl of courage in the month of January. I think you might be approaching somebody that you've held yourself back from for a long time. And according to the cards, that might be exactly what you need to do. No matter the outcome. It's the exercise of action. Ooh, exercise of action. Ooh, somebody over here be saying some stuff, girl. Let's go to Gemini. Gemini, let's take a look at your career. Hey, Redbird. Hey, Redbirdie. Hey, out there, Las Vegas, baby. Career for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Definitely consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. I'd appreciate it. Let's take a look at career for the rest of January for Gemini. Freedom. Freedom. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You gotta give what it takes. George Michael. Just in case you couldn't understand what in the hell I was trying to sing. Freedom. It says, do you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income? Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. somebody who is trying to figure out if you want to leave the 9 to 5, the grind, as they say it. Somebody who is trying to figure out if they want to retire now, if now is a good time. Hello, sorry, I was getting a text message. You haven't, look, so this person is holding the feather. You haven't made the choice yet. Because if you let the feather go, what does it do? It like kind of floats, right? In whatever direction it wants to go. You're trying to stay in a stable energy right now. Okay, while I'm making, this almost seems like the person, like when I was in the military, they call it hit the button. And you can only hit the button like a year out from when you're eligible to retire. And, you know, when people go to their office and they literally go and click to hit the button for retirement, like everything changes. Like you come out of your office and you're like, I hit the button, I clicked the button, and everybody's like, woo, because you basically start winding down from there. That's what I feel like you're trying to figure out. Do I click the button or not? Do I hit the button or not? Do I jump ship or not? The 9 of Wands, because you're unsure if you're going to be making a mistake. I get that. I honestly, I can understand that. Let's talk about career and money for Gemini, January, please. The Queen of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles. You're worried about your money. The 7 of Pentacles. Have I invested enough? And then you're also worried about, where am I going to live? Have I invested enough? Have I given this place enough of a chance? Am I ready to just jump ship just because it doesn't suit me in this way and that way, but it suits me in all of these other ways? Thank you, Red Birdie. I love you. Tenfold back to you. I appreciate you. I don't know. I've done so much here already. I'm stable here. Everybody knows my name. I know where to go for lunch. I know, you know, what floors to avoid. I know which Zoom calls to avoid. My schedule's set, but it's just like, ugh. And then your home is popping up here. For some of you guys, in order for you to let go, you might have to like accept a position at a different city or something like that, right? But I mean, you're not lazy. You're definitely a go-getter. You're the person at the job that other people depend on in both knowledge and action, follow through, all that stuff. It's the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Based on this 9 of Wands here, there's like, shit. Here's another adultist decision I have to make. I want to get some advice for you on this. Remember I said, let's read the original card and then I'll get advice. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. For some of you guys, you've been thinking, do I want to go into business for myself? Do I want to start my own firm? And then if I do I quit this job first and then go all in, or what? I personally feel like it's not saying that, because it's holding on to the feather. I feel like it's a restructuring for some of you guys of your current schedule to keep your day job while you're working on this other venture, or while you're applying for other jobs, so on and so forth, while you're updating your resume, so on and so forth, while you're applying for an LLC, whatever. It says being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So if you need to put in for some sick leave, or what do they call it? I was in the military, so leave. They call it OPT. You down with OPP? Whatever it is. If you need to ask for a couple of days off, or if you need to sit still on the weekend if you don't have days off. PTO, thank you. Advice. That's the emperor. The emperor builds shit. The emperor invests in shit. The emperor don't you even think about letting tarot make decisions for your life. You make a decision for your life. You base it on your goals, your whatever. My intention in all of my reading is try to help you gain some clarity. And for some of you guys, You've already had these thoughts in your head. So spirit sends me and says, hey, Shawnee, say these things so that this person knows that they're not crazy for thinking what they're thinking. The advice is the emperor already knows where to invest and where not to invest. The emperor is all of the kings. There's very masculine energy. The emperor takes action based off of the things that they know. The king of swords, based off of their passion, the things that they're good at. The king of cups, based off of how much money something is, how much return on investment something's going to give them. They know if it's a good investment or not, based off of the king of pentacles. And they take action based off of the king of wands. Don't second guess yourself. If this is confirmation for you and you've been on the fence, this is your reading. Who am I talking to? Gemini. If this ain't you and it just sounds cool, then that's cool too. But this is confirmation. At the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. Hallelujah, praise God. Because the Queen of Pentacles, I love her. She knows exactly what to do. She knows she's going to always be protected and well taken care of. Because she's smart. You got the Queen of Pentacles with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. Shit. If that's confirmation for you, I hope you know which way to go in your career and your finances. All right, let's talk about love, though. Let's talk about love for Gemini, please. Love for Gemini, the rest of January. Wild at heart. I'm getting that song. She's a real wild child. Wild at heart, a desire for freedom leads to running away again. Okay. Gemini, you might not be ready for somebody to be all up in your face right now. Right now, you're readying yourself for a leap. A lot of people are doing it. We're soon to be in a 1 year, which is like new beginnings. Somebody said, "Hey girl, is that Imani? Hello." New beginnings. A lot of you, look, she's walking through a wheat field here. This is like cultivating something, right? That's what a farmer does with wheat, is cultivate. So for you, I do feel like Gemini, you're like, hey, no, I don't need no extra noise right now. I just need to be focused on myself. But when I say love, I'm not just talking about passionate romantic love. That's what I do on Tuesdays. I didn't say romantic love. I just said love for Gemini for the rest of, where are we at? January. Gemini, please. The Six of Pentacles. You're like, but if somebody starts investing in me, then I got to invest in them. Reciprocation. Okay. I hear you. Temperance. I'm trying to fill my own cup, Shawnee. Okay. Who you yelling at? I hope you're not yelling at me. I see you. I feel you. Look. The Seven of Swords came out with the full card underneath the deck. The Moon card. Nah, I'm good. I just want to move in silence. Okay. Cool. You've got the discernment. You've got the discernment. You're not lying to yourself. You're not lying to yourself. This is a chapter meant for you. No shame, no nothing. And for you, I said this could be romantic love. For some of you guys, you're like, I'm not going home for such and such special event or whatever it is. I don't know. There's no real, I'm not traveling right now. Right now I'm focused on me. You know, if you got invited to something for family or whatever, you're just not me, and me. Cool. Let it be a you season then, Gemini. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming for the rest of January. In other words, you're not to be bothered. Do not disturb sign. That's Gemini. Do not disturb. Working on something. What does Gemini not see coming for the rest of January, please? Perseverance. You see that Nine of Wands came out earlier when we were talking about your career and finance. And it's because there's this scarcity, this lack sort of thing. Like, I've tried before and it didn't work. And then there's this what if. And I talk about this and it's not mine. It's not mine. I did not originate this, but I just loved it so much. It spoke to me so much when I talked about conjunctions a few weeks ago. You know, so like when you start calling in and asking spirit to move different ways for you, you don't want to say, I want this new job, but I don't want it to look like this other job. Or I want this new job, but I don't want to have to do this, that, and the other. That's not how you communicate to spirit. That's not how you communicate to the universe. Because you ask for something and then you cut it off. Boom! By using that but. B-U-T. Get the but out of it. And then get your own behind out of it too. Get the B-U-T-T out of it. Put a different conjunction on there. And I want this new job and I know I'm ready. I want this new job and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to change my mindset to convince myself that I am ready. I want this new job and I know that this current job that I've been in has taught me so much that now I can overcome, that now I have the resume I need to have. And I am willing to submit my resume, and I am willing to put myself out there, and I am willing to move if need be for some of you, and I am willing. What you don't see coming is that you overcome that Nine of Wands energy, the wounded soldier. Overcoming is what you don't see coming. Call that in. Gemini. I choose perseverance. That's a 39, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's perspective. That's the Hangman card. Wait a second. Hold on. Where are we at? Hold on just a second. Yeah, you know what? That's Neptune energy. And it's crazy because that tells me that you have been getting nudged by this from your spirit and your soul and your higher self for like well over a year now. Listen to those nudges. Let's move forward to Cancer. Cancer, welcome to Infinite Light. Thank you so much for joining me. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want to watch the rest of your placements, like your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, then please feel free to do so. But once you leave this reading, do not forget to leave a like and consider subscribing because it really helps me grow the channel. Truly appreciate you. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. Cancer. Career and finance for Cancer, rest of January, please. Prickly situation. Oh, I do feel like there's a lot of people that are on the cusp of, do I stay in here or do I go? Does this feel right anymore? And there could be a little bit of astrology that is kind of shaking that up for you. You did just have a new moon in your sign, Cancer. No, I'm on Cancer right now. And I'm going in order. And that new moon in your sign, Cancer, was about like fourth house kind of stuff. So like your house and your home, your relationships. And some of you guys might have a relationship with your job. Some of you guys might have a relationship with your job. And so this prickly situation is coming up. It's like, do I love this relationship with my job anymore? Is it where I want it to be? Right? For the rest of January, it could be a question that you are having, and it got started at the beginning of January with the Cancer new moon. It says you need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issues and use gentle touch. What are we talking about in this career situation for Cancer for the rest of January, please? Career and finance. The Four of Cups. The Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and then the Queen of Cups. You know, the Queen of Cups sometimes has this energy about her where she like invests a little too quickly, a little bit too much. You might be finding yourself in the month of January just really teetering. I don't think that you come up with the solution in January, but listen to that. And I kind of brought it up in the Gemini reading, and I kind of called out Gemini that they've been receiving a nudge probably for over a year about their career and finance. I don't know if that's not the energy that I'm getting. I do feel like it probably just happened where you with this evaluation, this confirmation of what I was saying, like this Four of Cups evaluation. Is this really serving me? Is this exciting me anymore? Am I getting out of it what I want to get out of it? Like the Page of Swords is like, is this what I thought it was going to be? You guys could have recently got a new appointment, a new promotion, a new position, a new project. And you're just, at first you were like, this is very exciting. And now you're like, or the appointments, the projects, the promotion didn't come. And again, you're like, I don't know. And it could be a lot of, and you've been in this situation before. So it could be a lull. Some of you guys could be a business owner and it's a lull in contracts coming in or excitement. It's just a boring stage for you, for some of you guys. I want to find out what the outcome of this energy is for you in the month of January. So a lot of this is confirmation, clear, and that, hey, I see you, Spirit sees you. We know you're in this energy. I'm going to ask why, but first I want to ask what the outcome of this is for January for Cancer. Ay. Oh, my ear just started ringing so loud. It has not gone away. Hold on. The King of Wands. You're going to know what to do. And you're going to take action in the right direction. I want to know, I think you just immediately got excited about something and it kind of just dissipated. Or you thought you were going to stay with something for a very, very long time. And now it's just like, do I want to do that? Why is this coming up for Cancer in the month of January, please? Why is this coming up for Cancer? The Ten of Cups. Your quest might be somewhere else. Where you're at right now, the stage you're at right now might actually was meant to be maybe a stabilization for you, maybe for you and your family. Like this was supposed to be like where we collect ourselves, where we get stable, where we grow as a family. Or maybe you were in a job where you move around a lot or have a potential to move around a lot. And this particular job was able to get you closer to home so that you can be around a family member during certain stages in their lives, so on and so forth. This Ten of Cups. Or you were supposed to create a family where you were at. But that stage might be ending soon. You know, that's how chapters work in a book. That's how chapters work in a life. Sometimes things and people and places come into our life for a season. You might be finding yourself realizing that throughout the month of January. Whatever season this was meant to feed, it's fed. And I think some change is going to be happening in the near future. All right. So just let me get some advice for you on this because I feel like you've been feeling this unease. Work around the issues with a gentle touch. That means don't make any extreme choices. You're not going to be making extreme choices in January. What Spirit is asking you to do is to have awareness, Cancer. Advice. The Ten of Pentacles. If you pay attention to your intuition, if you pay attention to the downloads from the universe, you got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. If you pay attention to the universe, your guides, your God, if you start praying, if you've got ritual and regimen every day where you're checking in with yourself at the beginning of the day and you're checking in with yourself at the end of the day, how do I feel? What did I do? What did I not do? Where do I want to go? And you start taking action towards your goals, the goals that you're getting downloaded from the universe. It's going to lead to your purpose. It's going to lead to that Ten of Pentacles, not just the Ten of Cups, but the Ten of Pentacles. So having a good, loving family life and then also having legacy. Leaving a name for yourself. Having a good story for them to read for you, you know, when you move on, when you pass. Living an authentic life. and then getting paid for it too. Just be open. Just be open, Cancer, to the downloads. Be open. Have an open heart and open mind for the rest of January. Don't make any sudden steps, sudden movements. Just listen. What do you not see coming? Loss. Now I'm going to have to get some cards on that. It says healer guides. You might have, again, there might be, you might not be excited about the job anymore, and that's the loss that you're feeling. I thought I was going to be excited. I thought it would be more from now. No, like as the chapter starts to end with a certain season of something, things start to wind down. And before it is that Spirit takes you to the next chapter, you start really feeling all of the lessons from the last chapter. Sometimes that comes with grief. Sometimes that feels with like the feeling of loss. Sometimes this loss card means that you might have to move. You might actually lose the job. You might quit the job and say, my spirit is saying I'm going this way, and start following it. What you don't see coming is this card here, is that energy. Don't immediately take it as something bad, because it is, and it will always be transformative. It's an 11 card. And this 11/11 portal is happening on Sunday. So I would say, based off of this, that really start being still as much as possible so that you can listen. The 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Empress, and the 10 of Pentacles. Again, you're being moved to a chapter of luxury, a chapter of legacy. 2 L's, 3 L's. The loss is moving you to a chapter of luxury and legacy. The Empress lets it happen. The Hierophant says, you know what? I'm going to listen to you, universe. I'm going to listen to you, God. I'm going to listen to you, my higher self. I'm going to listen. And I'm going to allow you to move my feet, my hands, my mind, my heart. And this 9 of Pentacles, some of you guys might be doing it alone. But the 9 of Pentacles moves straight into the 10 of Pentacles. But you will not be alone for long. Partnership, progress, peace, and prosperity. It's my 4 pillars. Partnership, progress, peace, and prosperity. You're being moved, Cancer. Be still so that you can listen to the messages. All right. Thank you, Wendy. Let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo, let's take a look at career and finance for Leo. Leo, thank you so much for joining me. Come with open heart, open mind. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. On your way out, please consider hitting that like button, Leo. This is career success. The path you are on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You are on track, Leo. You come over some hurdles, but now you're at the top of the hill. Look at this. At the top of the hill, as I was saying it, she's kind of standing on the edge of a bank. You're at the top of the hill, ready to bring in something hugely monumental that has taken its sweet ass time to get to you. The Ace of Cups. Wow, look at that. The 5 of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck, the 8 of Pentacles. Look at that confirmation on work. You have been putting in the work, baby, Leo. And I do feel like it's like a passion project, like a pleasure. Like, I do feel like whatever it is, it's like, it's something that you've always wanted to have happen, and you didn't think it was going to have happen. So be open to the unbelievable happening for you in the month of January. And it doesn't have to be this huge monumental thing. Okay. It doesn't have to be, sometimes tarot kind of makes things seem like it's going to be like, oh my God, oh, everybody, it's happening. The sky is falling. It doesn't always look like that. Sometimes it's this gentle nudge from your environment that pushes you into the right direction. And then now you're like, oh my God, my soul is being fed. I can be creative here. I am the leader here. I am the CEO here. I am the president here. I am I'm no longer following the leader. I am the leader. Or did I already say that? Yeah. You didn't think it was going to happen the month of January. You have been putting in the work. Keep going. It is coming, and you are going to be, thank you for that sticker. You are going to be so happy. Just keep going. Dory, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You've already overcome so much. You didn't come this far just to come this far, Leo. Let's take a look at your love for the rest of January, please, for Leo. Love for the rest of January. What? Sorry. Leo, it says ending quests. Excuse me, enduring quests. Where's this card? I said, it looks like you overcame something. Look at that. Isn't that synchronicity amazing? And I said in a couple of readings before, it's interesting how love and career kind of go together, and love and money, and it's all energy. It's all connected. So your career is here. Your career is like, boom, I got it. I like it. I'm about to be exactly where I need to be. I just got to keep going. I'm not going to give up on myself. The love part aspect, it says through struggle, build the stamina to uncover and stand by your truth. What do you want? Who do you want? Have you been lying to yourself? I sure in the hell hope not. Although it would be completely human if you hadn't been lying to yourself. Because it's easier to lie to yourself than to tell yourself the truth. It's easier to lie to yourself than to tell somebody else the truth. Sometimes you didn't even realize you were lying to yourself. In the month of January, Leo, all of that is going to be exposed within you and outside of you. You're no longer going to be able to hide from who it is that you really want in your orbit. In your orbit. In your orbit. Leo. Love, January. The seven of Wands keeps coming up because we've been telling ourselves lies. Y'all know we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zodiac signs in, and this Seven of Wands has pretty much showed up every single time. It's a protective mechanism. No attack. No judgment. You've been protecting yourself from this because you knew it was going to be hard to have to do. The Queen of Cups, the King of Wands, the Six of Cups. There could be somebody that you might want to mingle with again. And as far as a suit match, no. There is a masculine and a feminine energy, and I don't care if it's a same-sex relationship or not. What I'm looking at here is that somebody has, we're on Leo, somebody has a tendency to push pleasure before love, and the other one has a tendency to overgive before anything. And you might be revisiting this relationship in the month of January. It could be energetically, meaning you think about it a lot. Think about what went wrong. You could be blocked from this person, Leo. They could not be talking to you at this point. Or you could actually be heading towards this person to have another go around at a cycle. I want to see the outcome of this for you. What's the outcome of this for Leo for the month of January, please? The Five of Swords. What have you been lying about? I said it. What have you been lying about? The Knight of Pentacles. Hold on, let's get some more. The Hierophant. The Empress. The Nine of Pentacles. The Ace of Swords. You've been lying about how much you actually care about this person. And how much you actually... Yeah, period. You've been lying about for a long time how much you actually care about this person. I don't know which one you are, Leo. I don't know if you're the one that leads with passion or if you're the person that leads with as a people pleaser. One of you is this and the other person is that. The biggest thing about this this connection for you, Leo, is that the only way that it's going to manifest in your reality that you're going to get a chance to work on things with this person in January is if one, if not both of you, have decided to make a change with how you approach love. The person who leads with passion has to learn that there's more to a relationship than sex. And the person that leads with overgiving has to learn their own boundaries and their own worth. That's the only way that you guys are going to be able to get back together. So if that doesn't happen in the month of January, then what's happening is that you're going to be pondering over it. How can I show up differently? What do you not see coming for Leo? What does Leo not see coming in the month of January for their greatest and highest good, please? Oop, this? Cool. Overthinking? Pondering. You're going to be pondering over it. I called it. It says overthinking, but I mean, like, you can always set rules and intention. Like, hey, I don't have time. That's why I say ritual every day. You have a ritual in the morning and you have a ritual at night. If this relationship that you have with this person, if this relationship you have with your job tends to be something that you overthink about, then and it's keeping you from doing your job, then maybe at that point, maybe you should start asking for help. Maybe you should go see a coach, a counselor, a therapist, a priest, a rabbi, whatever, to help you process it. Also, you can set boundaries with your own mind. I named my mind. I gave her a name. My mom was going to name me Ebony before I was born. So I was like, there was a reason for that. So, and so I call her Ebony. And if Ebony is going to, if Ebony is keeping me from realizing tasks and realizing goals in my day, I say, Ebony, you need to calm down. I'm gonna have a conversation with you later. I set boundaries with Ebony, like you would like a child. Ebony, right now is not the time. Right now I'm working. I will talk to you later. So if that's something that you need to do, if those are things that you need to start incorporating, definitely think about doing so. But don't be shocked if this is confirmation for you or this is a prediction for you when you start going over and over things in your mind. But there's ways to acknowledge it and protect yourself from staying stagnant. All right. It's happening for your greatest and highest good. Let's go to Virgo. I missed something. What did I miss? I feel like I missed something. If somebody sent like a sticker or something, thank you. But I feel like I missed it. All right, Virgo. Let's take a look at career for Virgo. Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate you. Consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. It helps me grow the channel. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description. And if you need to check out your other placements to get a more well-rounded view of what Spirit is trying to tell you about the rest of your January, definitely do so. Virgo. For Virgo's greatest and highest good, let's take a look at career and finance for Virgo, rest of January. It says connections. I don't know why I look at this and I'm getting like Oklahoma City, Chicago. Yeah. Oklahoma City, Chicago, Sacramento. I don't know. Those are just coming to me. Virgo. It says connections. And now I'm being called to say any city that's along the bank of like the Mississippi or something like that, the Mississippi River. I know that excludes all of the other countries outside of America, but that's just what I was thinking. I'm getting too stuck on this bridge. I feel like there's an Aries connected to this Virgo because bridges are connected to the Emperor, or you, Virgo, are going to be doing a lot of heavy Aries lifting in your reality throughout the month of January, meaning starting new projects, right? Laying the groundwork on certain things. I'm getting a lot of Emperor energy off of this bridge. I just could not get off of it. And there's a reason for that. It says building bridges between people, contact those who can help you. Your actions can set you up for new opportunities. It's kind of a continuation. I feel I did. Oh no, that wasn't Virgo. Hold on. Let me not speak. Let's see. There was a sign I did a weekly for, and I said, I feel like you're in the middle of a work connection that is leading you to becoming, I think I said, the boss, a business owner, a head coach, like a professor, a teacher, or something like that. And it's something that you've always wanted. It was something about like getting a certification or finishing a course. For Virgo, career. It's coming up in my mind for a reason. It's coming up in my mind for a reason. I can't let it go for a reason. It has to be some sort of connection here. the Queen of Swords, the Hierophant, excuse me, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Three of Wands. Yes. You're Virgo, you're like, oh, man, I hope this works. This is you. I hope this works. I really do hope that this is exactly what I need to do here in order to eventually get there. I hope this works. You're following your North Star. I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo that is like finally had an opportunity, had the free time, have freed up your mind, your energetic space, or whatever, to really go down the path that you've always wanted to go down, to realize some things that have always spoke to you since you were like a kid or whatever, your North Star. Yeah, you're on the cusp of that. January is a stepping stone for you. It's a bridge to that. So there's a means to an end, and the end is the overall goal. You're just not there yet. You're in an in-between stage. What is the ending look like this for Virgo in this connections energy? The three of cups, connections, Three of Cups, networking. Now is your time to network. Now is your time to schmooze. Now is your time to go to the office mixers. Now is your time to make friends. Now is your time to get out of your cubicle. Now is your time to get out of your own way. Now is your time to make the phone calls and the emails. Now is your time to even utilize those connections. People that you met years ago, you might be able to call in a favor at this point to help you get across that bridge. Take a look at that. Don't be afraid to lean on that. There was a reason why that person was introduced to you at that point in time anyways. Or you might find that in your reality throughout the month of January. Do not, as much as you can, I feel like a lot of you guys are introverts. So you might have to energize yourself to get there. And then you might have to energize yourself a recovery period afterwards. But I would say in the month of January, go to the thing, say yes to the invitation, especially if it can feed your future when it comes to work. All right. Do not be afraid to go and rub elbows in the month of January, Virgo. Hi, I see you. Nana. Hi, Nana. All right, let's take a look at love for Virgo in the month of January. Love for Virgo in the month of January. Let's see, tender attentions. Tender attentions came out like this. It says, with care and concern, approach gently, nurturing with soft, kind gestures. It's a chaotic situation. There's a lot of birds in this, so birds could be significant, and I don't know if I can even count how many birds are in here. I don't know if that is significant or not. The birds. I don't know Alfred Hitchcock. I don't know if you're an Alfred Hitchcock person or you used to like the movie The Birds when you were a kid, or black and white movies, mysteries, maybe even The Twilight Zone. That could be confirmation for some of you guys. Yeah, these are all doves, males and females. Oh, a peace offering. Tender attention with care and concerns. Approach gently, nurturing with soft care and gestures. A peace offering or making peace with something that was once chaotic. Virgo, January. Love. Rest of January for Virgo's Grace and Highest Good. The Two of Cups. First sign to get the Two of Cups. The King of Cups. The Star. The Death card. What's the overall for this connection for Virgo? Where does this end? The Ace of Wands. How do we get there, please, for Virgo in this connection? You're not ready yet. Virgo, there's in the background, there's a significant connection that you have with somebody, Virgo. And in the background, a lot of energetic shit is happening. You can't even see it. It's the angels, it's the universe, it's God, all this other stuff happening. There's a huge transformation that's happening from chaos to calm. You're not ready yet. Virgo, you're needing to learn more about your emotions. You're needing to become more of a friend with your emotions. I know. I was taught it was not okay to cry. I was in the military for 20 years. Um, it, when I have this light and this air about me that strangers come up to me and they just tell me their whole life story. It's happened for years and years and years and years. People just open up to me. And when people become vulnerable with me, or they did a couple of years ago, I'd be like, oh my God, I still kind of don't like to be touched unless I welcome it in. I get it. So I get this. But I've had to learn over the last few years, like, emotions are okay. Emotions tell you a message that your mind cannot process. So the emotions come. They're gauges. They're nudges. They help with direction if you actually welcome them in. That's what you're needing to learn. In the meantime, there's this like connection that like you're energetically tied to that is going through this huge transformation, the Star card and the Death card. It's healing from the chaos. Your ask for the month of January is to learn more about yourself and your capacity and your willingness to become vulnerable. Let's take a look at what you don't see coming in the month of January for Virgo. What Virgo does not see coming in the month of January. What does Virgo not see coming in the month of January for their greatest and highest good, please? Restriction. Yeah. Oh, guys, this is the same card as this right here. I said, how do we get to this healing? And it says the Eight of Swords, restriction. You're needing to learn to grow into a more authentic and inclusive version of yourself, Virgo. All of your parts. The not so good parts, the okay parts, the parts that you have ignored, the fun parts, the joyous parts, the spontaneous parts, the chill parts. You're having to, you're in a stage of learning and of internal growth. So advice on that from somebody who's gone through it, I'm not even pulling a card, is acceptance and stillness. Acceptance and stillness. You've been telling yourself a story about yourself for a long time, and it's a narrative that was written for you before you had words to use. You're going to be finding those words. You're going to be finding out a lot about patterns. You're going to be finding out a lot about behaviors. Yeah. And you're not going to be healed by the last day of the month. It's a whole lifetime worth of healing now that you're waking up. So just accept it and find stillness in your day. And then ask for help if need be. Ask for help. A coach, a therapist, a rabbi, a trusted friend or family member. I love you. Let's move on. Let's go to Libra. Libra. All right, hold on. I need to sit. Generally, I feel this way when we get to Sag, but I started feeling like, oh, that's right. That's why Spirit told me to bring this in. Hold on, guys. I guess Spirit must have known that I was going to be lagging in this reading today. So they told me to bring in some candy. So I'm eating one of these milk candies that I got. So forgive me if it seems like I've got something in my jowl. I'm just trying to get some energy. All right, so here we go. Let's move. Before we move on to Libra, I'm going to write down their timestamp in a second. But has anybody else, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. You really should. You really, honestly. I do Instagram specific content all the time. But I like yesterday, I was crying like a little baby. I just could not You say jowl too? I never say jowl. It must, I was just like, let me sound smart for a second. Jaw? No, jowl. I was crying like a little baby yesterday. And then I watched for the first time the movie The Lake House. Oh my God. Dunskies, boy. I was done yesterday. And no, I am not on my cycle. I don't know. There's something going on. Let me know, please. Please, guys, just let me know. Even if you haven't said nothing at all in today's chat. If you have been feeling extra weepy, please just let me know so I know I'm not the only one. And don't just go down there and pretend. Like, be for real. Be genuine. Be honest. All right, hold on. I got you, Wendy. All right. This is a better number for Libra anyways. Libra, I'm here for you, boo. Let's do Libra. Libra. All right. Libra, sun, moon, white, rising, or Venus. We're doing Libra, taking a look at your career and your finance. I would suggest taking a look at your sun and your rising at a minimum, but it's up to you, boo. You do you. I still love you. Speaking of love, if you want to show love to me, definitely consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. And if you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. I wasn't the only one weepy. Praise God. I love the validation. I love being seen. Libra, let's see. Career and finance, rest of January. Did you hear what I just said, guys? I said, I love the confirmation. I love being seen. Libra, this is me tapping into you, boo. You must love it too. I know you do. With your little outfits on and stuff, Libra. With your little outfits, with all the cutesy stuff around you. Libra, star power showing up for you for the month of January. It says you need engaging work that will let your talents shine. You are a natural actor, an influencer. You attract fame and fortune. Oh, shit, son. Claim it now. Oh, baby, I'm a star. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You might not know it now. Baby, what I am, I'm a star. Libra, there it is. There you go. Thank you for the sticker. I'm a star, Libra. Put it in the comments down below. I am a star. I saw somebody just now putting a comment from Aries. It says, I'm done playing about me, Aries. There you go. I see it. Libra, start putting in the comments down below. Sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I am a star. Let's talk about this career for January. Getting yourself out there. Judgment. Not hiding anymore. Page of Pentacles. Learning a new way of approaching the Three of Coins. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to put in the work. The Emperor, because I'm ready to succeed. Libra, if you have been feeling a pull to, I have to, Tam, I have to. Libra, if you've been feeling a pull to show up differently, to show up, to show out, to put your talents out there, yes, confirmation 100%. Yes, do, go, boo. Now it's about you. Libra, you are destined to shine. The Judgment, the Page of Pentacles. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it. I'm not sure exactly how I want to message it. I'm not sure how I want to package it. But I know that I'm getting a yearning, a calling to do so. So I must. Yes, you must. The Three of Pentacles and the Emperor. Yes, you were always meant to build that bridge. You were always meant to do this. You were always meant to be out in front. I don't know what that looks like for you, Libra. I don't know what your creativity is. I don't know what your job is. I don't know. But whatever it is, you'll know. For those who this reading is for. Are you supposed to be leading people to their own light? Are you supposed to be healing people? Are you supposed to be reading people? Are you supposed to be clocking people? Are you supposed to be writing something? Are you supposed to be singing something? Are you supposed to be helping with something? Either way, you're done staying in the shadows. Hold on, I'm getting another pop reference, and I don't know if I'm going to remember it or not. You're done playing small. January, you realize this. And you really do something about it. Because you were meant to be a shining light for other people. If this is your confirmation, if this is a sign that you need it, yes, now go and do it. And if you're in an environment that stifles you, that keeps you shunned, that keeps you second guessing yourself, wrong environment. You were always meant to shine. Get yourself out of that environment. If you want to work with me as a coach, take a look at the description down below. I've had to do that for myself. Libra rising, I'm about to revamp my content. Yes, praise God, do that. Come on, Moon Soul, let's go. Same, I started doing that on my Instagram. You know, as soon as I started being a little bit more behind the scenes on my Instagram and started showing a little bit more of the vulnerable side of me outside of the studio where I have like controlled content or whatever, I immediately like that just started getting more. Oh, here goes my ear on this side. I started getting more followers, more viewers, more likes, and I booked two additional clients. Just like that, boom. I was too. Go to my Instagram right now. Infinite Light Tarot. This is easy for me. I've been public speaking for a million bajillion years, but I had the same thing happen. I had this thing happen to me during my divorce. Is essentially like that one song. I felt he found my letters and read each one out loud. I had a traumatic experience where somebody like called me all kind of shitty things and took my journal and read it out loud on a live on Facebook. I was traumatized. I was afraid to show me from the waist down. I was afraid to show me without makeup on. I was afraid to show my third and fourth chin underneath it. Thank you, Red Birdie. Yes. Fuck it. Moon Soul, do it. If you've been waiting for a confirmation, this is it. Listen, I have so many freckles up underneath this makeup. On Instagram, you see every single one of them. It's just like the stars. You're never going to be able to count all of them. Oh, well. You get me freckle-faced and all. You have a message to put out there, okay? You're welcome. Even if this Libra reading was just for you, Moon, so be it. I accept it as long as you do. But hold on, we're not done. Let's take a look at love for Libra for the rest of January. Love. Thank you. Love for Libra for the rest of January, please, Spirit. It says Revelations canvas. Explore truths and divulge secrets to create a masterpiece of clarity. Be vulnerable. Now is the time to be vulnerable and authentic. Now is the time to be vulnerable and authentic in your creativity. Libra. That's all I'm getting off of that. Hold on, let's see what this says. For Libra, love. Love for Libra for the rest of January, please. What is that? The Four of Confirmation. You've been protecting yourself and holding yourself back. We're not doing that anymore. The Three of Wands. Why? Because your ships are coming in. What is it going to take? You getting excited about yourself again? What is that going to call in? Well, your authenticity and you putting yourself out there means other people are now attracted to the light that you're putting out there. The Nine of Wands. You're going to just have to keep trying until you get it right. It ain't over until it's over. It ain't over until you stop waking up. Just keep trying. It doesn't mean, and I talk about this all the time, baby steps are still steps towards your goal. This is love. I don't see on the table necessarily, and that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, but in the month of January for you, Libra, I see other people appreciating you. I didn't say romantic love. I asked for love. So I see other people appreciating the fact that you have decided to just put yourself out there again, over and over and over again. Even if you have been traumatized, even if you don't look perfect, even if the messaging isn't perfect, even if you only have a cell phone, even if you don't have a pretty background, even if you haven't actually figured out the cadence in which you speak, even if it's not polished, you just keep doing it until it gets there. And then little by little, other people are going to be like, ooh, Libra. What is Libra saying today? Ace of Cups. And then one of them people, one of those people could be the one. The one in so many different ways. Could be a new collaborative partner. Could be a new client. Can be a new blue. Could be all three of them. Depending on the order. And depending on what's a conflict of interest. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking to one singular Libra. I'm talking to a whole bunch of Libras who need to know that it is okay to not be perfect. You just need to be you and authentic, and that is going to magnetize the right people towards you. What doesn't Libra see coming? For some of you, Libra, you need to find your voice first. You need to find your footing first in the action of taking action for yourself before somebody is going to take action towards you. That doesn't mean nobody's going to. Is that my Melissa? Hey, girl. Is that my Waco queen? How are you? How is the new job? How are you, boo? I love you so very much. Hello. What doesn't Libra see coming? Are you, hello, Libra? Are you watching? What is that? Do you see what that says? A surprise. What shape is the box? A heart. I'm not pulling no more cards for you. If you're not picking up what this card is putting down, as far as something you don't see coming for the month of January, then you know what, honey? Work with me one-on-one as a coach. Take a look at the description box. But if you are picking up what I'm putting down, say, I accept it. Put I accept it, Libra, I accept it, and put a heart next to it. I accept it. I'm open to the blessings. I'm open to the surprises. Those Libras out there that I don't like surprises. Well, shit. Tough cookie. Because Spirit's got a loving surprise in the cards for you. There you go. I accept it. I accept it. That's what's up. Ooh, I'm even seeing new people. Okay, Paula. All right, let's see. Scorpio. Y'all, the back of my knees are sweating so bad. The back of my knees. Libra got the back of my knees sweating. What is going on? Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me hydrate real quick. If you want to see an imperfect person putting themselves on the line multiple times throughout the week, make sure you like and subscribe. Because, honey, I am not perfect. The back of my knees be sweating. All right, let's do Scorpio. Ooh, Jesus. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Consider liking and subscribing and turning on that bell notification button. And if this reading doesn't completely sit with you, you want to know more, consider looking at the rest of the placements in your chart. All right, Scorpio. Let's take a look at career and finance for Scorpio for the rest of January, please. Career and finance for Scorpio, please. Perspective. Perspective. It says, if you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. I don't know why I'm getting like ugly duckling energy off of this. It's a beautiful black goose. I don't know what the fuck this is. Black swan. I don't know what it is. But for whatever reason, when I was looking at this, I was getting this sort of like, yeah, but I'm not a size such and such, or I haven't been doing this as long as these other people have done this, or I haven't. Yeah, something about like experience or looks or something. It's a swagoose. It's a swagoose. There's a black swan on here, but I'm getting ugly duckling vibes off of it from your perspective, Scorpio. Like, yeah, but I'm not. And then there's like a fill in the blank depending on the Scorpio, what you're thinking. Let's take a look at the rest of January for Scorpio. Career and finance, please. Tied to an old way of thinking about yourself, and it came there from seeds that other people had planted. Girl, boy, let me tell you something. I've been there too. You know, I've had cycles with men where I'm not going to call out a specific man, so let me make sure I say this correctly. I have had cycles, not with all of my exes, but with some men. I have gone from being this absolutely muscular. I mean, I've got a background in fitness. I used to be a personal trainer, and you guys know I used to be in the military. And I used to power lift as well. So I've gone from being like 6-pack abs and like super muscular to being overweight, to being skinny again and small with no muscle, to being overweight again, gaining 60 pounds, losing 70 pounds. I've yo-yoed my entire adulthood, and I've had mates, partners, spouses, and boyfriends throughout those times, some of them being accepting and others. I literally had a guy say to me, I didn't get with this version of you, and then show me a picture of myself from 9 years before that or 8 years before that when I was a lot smaller and say, this is the person I got with, not where you are right now. And I've had to overcome that. And it's happened to me more than once in more than one situation. And some people can look at that and say, wow, nobody accepts me for me. But how I've had to learn to look at it is say, there's a reason why I am attracted to men who think that it's okay to, number one, speak to a woman like that. And then number two, not help that woman get to the place where she needs to be. And then I've attracted in those same situations myself to people where I thought it was okay to forget who I was. I love to work out. I like to cook and eat healthy. But when you're in a stressful situation and you continue to stay in a stressful situation, you forget about the things that you like. You don't act upon that because you become kind of depressed. I'm saying all of this because I feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio in the house, or that will soon watch this, where you have allowed situations and places and things and people, including yourself, to say that you aren't good enough for whatever your dreams are saying are pulling you towards. But that's not true. You have to take a look. That's their projection on you. And then you've allowed it over and over again. But you've got to get to a point in the month of January to say, no, I am in charge of my own destiny. I create my own life story. I choose to believe a different narrative. I am going to unhook myself from the chains of the toxic messaging, whether it's from me or somebody else that I've been tied to in my past or in my present. I am going to gain a different perspective on what is possible for me in my career, no matter what I look like now, no matter where my how long I've been doing it. I haven't even pulled Four of Pentacles, protecting yourself from the naysayers, protecting yourself from the lack mindset, protecting yourself from that toxic energy in the month of January. The Ace of Pentacles headed down a new direction. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. This is a new way of seeing truth, and this is new opportunities. So what this is saying is, as long as you can change your perspective on the narrative, Scorpio, of what other people have been telling you, you're not good enough, you don't have enough work experience, you don't look the part yet. As long as you can change it around and say, maybe not, but I'm going to continue along this delusional ass path because I know it's going to lead to my success. Or, you know what? Maybe not. And it's just because I am not your cup of tea. But guess what? You're not my target audience. They are. Whatever it is, new perspective coming to you in the month of January, because you know that there's got to be a truth different than the story you've been telling yourself. And you know that there's plenty of opportunities, plenty of money, plenty of clients, plenty of projects out here to share, to go around. You are ready to get your bite of the pie in the month of January. Let me get this Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio month of January, please. The Six of Pentacles. Money, 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 money. You put yourself out there. You take control of your life. You start investing in yourself. Other people are going to invest in you. Money, 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 money. Six of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. 2 cards. The Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Yep. You've decided that you're going to not let other people's bullshit be your bullshit anymore. If it smells like shit, if it looks like shit, if it feels like shit, it's shit. And you know that. And you're not here for it anymore. Thank you. Thank you to the cosmos, to your higher self, to God, to the universe, for opening your mind up to that. And if you're still stuck in the old beliefs that you've been telling yourself, then allow yourself to open up. There's potential for you to open up to a different narrative in the month of January, Scorpio. Love for Scorpio in the month of January, please. It says frozen heart. Uh-oh. Well, I don't understand why I get, if you want to ride it, ride the white horse. I don't know why I'm getting that. Why am I getting that? It says empathy and warmth melts barriers for true connection. Empathy and warmth melts barriers for true connection. The Nine of Swords wanted to come out with the Three of Wands. Hold on. I need to get a little bit more on this. Love predictions for January for Scorpio. For the rest of January for Scorpio, please. The Six of Cups. The Death card. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Swords. You can't let somebody go from the past. The Scorpio I'm talking about. Thank you, Wendy. Wendy said, been done. Wendy, are you sure you're from England? Because you talk just like me. The Scorpio I'm talking to is having a hard time letting go from somebody from the past. Because it's like in your mind, you're like we're too old to be playing these games. Like, I feel like I'm talking to like a Scorpio, like in your 40s or older, and you're like, we're too old to still believe these truths, to be playing games, to be heading down these corridors. Like, what, who even has time for that anymore? I feel like I'm talking to an older, more established Scorpio that's like, who even has time for that anymore? And for you, it's a very specific person, the Scorpio that I'm talking about, that's like, come on, man, like, are you gonna get your shit together? I think I was talking about this in the Scorpio reading earlier this week, where I think this is a continuation. It's kind of like this song that I'm like obsessed with. It's called Overqualified, and I always mix up his last name and his first name. Bernard Duran Bernard, something, I think his name is. And so he's basically like, I'm shocked that I'm the one, basically out of all of us, that got healed. How am I the one that's done the work? How am I the only one that's out here that's done the work when it comes to love? I guess I'm gonna have to just keep doing the work and you're waiting for, it's almost like this twin flame energy. Some people say like the divine feminine heals first, and it's through because there's an energetic cord that connects you and your twin, and it's through your elevation that you bump up your divine masculine to elevate and get to the same frequency as you, where the union can happen. I feel like you've kind of, not, I don't want to say bought in, I kind of fumbled how to message that, but you believe, if I heal, then the people that are meant to heal will heal, and then I'll see them again. It's like Mariah Carey's song, like the butterfly. Like, I'm gonna let you go because butterflies were always meant to fly. Butterflies also transform, right? And then if our love was meant to be, you'll circle back to me. That's how I feel that I'm getting for Scorpio. It says empathy and warmth melts barriers for true connection. I want to know if this is somebody from your past, because I got the Six of Cups, or if you're just keeping yourself open for your divine counterpart. Like, you're saving yourself for this divine counterpart. Can I get like a yes or no? Is this what am I picking up what you're putting down, Spirit? Yeah. But it took me, I almost cussed my spirit guides out. They said, yeah, but it took you a long time to get to that. Okay. Well, advice for Scorpio in this love situation, please. Oh, the Magician and the Ten of Wands. Don't be focused on it too much. Like, once, like, you already, I guess what they're trying to say with this Magicians and this Ten of Wands is you can get stuck in this cycle in your head, in your own energy, and then by doing that, like, you push the thing that you want further and further away. A lot of people that teach manifestation, they say to put your wishes and your wants out to the universe and then let it go. Expect that it's going to happen. You can't fixate it all the time. So Scorpio, if you're watching a lot of tarot readings with love and stuff, maybe you should stop. Maybe you should start watching more readings about self-improvement, self-realization, self-awareness, and how to gain more self, because of your initial card that came out, esteem. Things that hype you up. Maybe even it's not listening to tarot or podcasts. Maybe it's music that like naturally bumps up your energy. Scorpio, let's take a look at what you don't see coming for hold on, guys. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look at what you don't see coming for the rest of January. Honey, if you want to book a personal reading, then take a look at the description box below. It says in the description box, first announcement, no personal questions. I am a business person, baby. I am a business person, baby. All right, here we go. Scorpio, what do you not see coming for the rest of January, please? Denial. See? Unhook yourself from a specific outcome. Hey, Tam Tam. Unhook yourself from a specific outcome because you're denying yourself your divine counterpart. You're denying yourself this true love. You're denying yourself your soulmate. You're denying yourself even your union with your twin flame if you keep fixating on it. Just change it up. It's going to take a change in behavior for yourself. It's going to take a change in behavior for yourself. Denying. You're denying yourself the true brightness of your own energy by fixation. So let it go. Okay? Because you did get the devil card out earlier too, right? So take a look at, just really take a look at your mind's behavior and see where you can clean up house. You feel me? I don't know if that was the best way to leave Scorpio, but messaging is an issue for me right now, I guess. Oh no, messaging. No, not that. I need to be on point when I go to, I need to be on point when I get to Sagittarius. So hold on. No, you're going to have to stay in here. I don't know why my dog does that every single time for Sagittarius, but you're going to stay in here, boo. You're going to stay in here. You're going to like it. She laid down. Here we go. Oh, I didn't write it down. Sagittarius. Let's see here. Sagittarius, I see you, boo. Let's do this. Hold on, guys. My dog wants out. Hold on. Let me let my dog out. Hold on, guys. We're standing up. I mean, we're starting all over again with Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right. For your greatest and highest good, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, we're taking a look at your career and your finance. Sagittarius, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. Before you leave, consider hitting that liking and subscribing, turning on that bell notification button. It helps the channel out immensely. I think I said take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but if you need a more well-rounded picture of what Spirit is trying to tell you for the rest of January, take a look at the rest of your placements, all right? I consider your sun and your rising to at least get you a good gauge of the rest of the month's energy. Let's take a look at Sagittarius career and finance for January, please. Brilliance. Brilliant. I've never met a Sagittarius that had like a 2-digit IQ. I'm being dead ass honest. Every Sagittarius I've ever met has been super smart. Like maybe teeter on Mensa in some aspects, but what's wrong with the world in my question? Okay. It says Sagittarius, you discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. I love it because I can just take it straight. You're plugged in to what it is that you want in life. You're plugged into your purpose. You're heading in the right direction. And it's based off of down the line, in the past, you were like, maybe I should do this. That's a good idea. And I feel like you've either started whatever this is for you, Sagittarius, or you are making plans to do whatever this is. Maybe I should do this. This is a great idea. And if you needed a sign or confirmation, it's right there. Career and finance for Sagittarius. Career and finance. I have my Neptune in Sagittarius, so I really want to pay attention to this. For me, can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? Let's see. Sagittarius, career and finance, please. For everyone's greatest and highest good. Ace of Swords. Thank you for the confirmation. I appreciate that. The Ace of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the World card, you're done. And the Seven of Cups. You're done being confused about what you want. I feel like you guys have put enough plans on paper. You've weighed enough pros and cons, and you've now selected or will select in the month of January. Hey, this is where I'm going to go. This is what I'm going to do. And for some of you guys, you're like, yes, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be in this career field. I'm supposed to be working with these people. This is completely and vastly different than what I was doing the last 20 something years of my life or whatever. So I'm getting like a career change, a career shift or something from you guys. But you didn't know. You didn't know for the longest time. Do I do that? Do I do that? And then you decided, fuck it, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try it out. Some of you guys submitted the resume. Some of you guys submitted the 2-week notice. Some of you guys submitted the however long it is before retirement or whatever. But yeah, you said, you know what? Yeah. What's the outcome of this for Sagittarius, this move? So don't be afraid in the month of January to put pen to paper or to open yourself up to the blessings of this new chapter that this is confirmation, I feel like, for a lot of Sagittarius. Did I do right by myself? The answer is yes. Where does this end for Sagittarius, please? The 3, just even more growth. It's not even it hasn't even completely matured or evolved to where, oh, yeah. This is kind of like what I was talking about in the Virgo reading. And I think I was talking about it in your weekly reading. Like, this is just the beginning. You followed the guidance, your inner guidance, because you are tapped in, you're tuned in. I think a lot of people would be like, dude, you're crazy. You want to do that? And Sagittarius is like, praise God, I'm a Sagittarius because I'm just crazy enough and stubborn enough to do it. And you made the right choice. Some of you guys, this is confirmation. And it's just the beginning. It is just the beginning. What advice do you get for January, though? Since this is so much confirmation, what advice do you get for January for Sagittarius? The Hierophant. Learn as much as you possibly can from as many mentors as you possibly can rub elbows with, be in the same room with. I mean, take it all in, soak it up, because you are in you're in the infant stages, which means you're gobbling up so much information. Network. Utilize it for your greatest and highest good. Get in with some people right now that you can lean on in the future, Sagittarius. There's at least one person that Spirit is guiding you towards as like a mentor. So you guys could be like, what do they call them? CFOs? Or, just underneath like the head honcho or whatever the job is. And then for some of you guys, if it's not like work related and it's money related, you're right on the cusp of making the right decision. But other people have you're not reinventing the wheel here. However this lays in your reality. So find somebody who's done it first so that you can learn from their mistakes or just learn best practices. Gobble it up. And you know what? I've known some Sagittarius to have damn near photographic memory. So this is the time to be aware of your surroundings. I feel like it's like also to a nudge for you to kind of like turn down the noise around you. You might be another one of those signs where Spirit is asking you to kind of just focus on you in January. Like, this is you season. Me, myself, and I for Sagittarius. Let's take a look at love, though. Still, for Sagittarius. Love for Sagittarius, rest of January. Greatest and highest good. Thank you. Lightning strikes. Oh, shit. This is basically the Tower card. Something out of nowhere. Also, confirmations out of nowhere, too, and synchronicities out of nowhere as well. It says dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. That was for a specific Sagittarius. Now I feel like it's a personal reading at this point. It says lightning strikes, dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. Let's see. What are you talking about? Love for Sagittarius. I just got hot. Like really hot. Not even just the back of my knees now, guys. Like I'm like hot. Like my whole back just felt heat just coming up my back. Some Kundalini shit right there. All right, let's see. Calm down, self. What's going on? Hold on. This would not be the first time that I got my fan for a Sagittarius reading, but hold on. And before you even ask, no, it is not my hormones. It is energy. So chill. All right. Here we go. Sagittarius. Let's look at love for you for the rest of January. Queen of Swords, Ten of Wands, the Devil card, and then the Six of Swords. Whatever it is, you've decided, or you will decide in the month of January, to move on from some shit that's been weighing you down very heavily. And because I got really hot, now that the heat is dissipated at this point, but because I got really hot and it started down at, like my root chakra and it went all the way up my back, I do feel like there was a passionate situation that you were attached to, and it was the passion that was keeping things going. But you've decided at this point that it's like, you know what? No, I think I'm done with that. I feel like you're closing a chapter, and the fresh start could be you in this tower moment finally saying, you know what? No, I'm good. I'm going to start over something new. I want some more information. Where is the Six of Swords? Where is Sagittarius heading, please, Spirit? The Knight of Cups, the Moon card, the Empress, the Two of Cups, towards your divine counterpart. It doesn't matter if you're a Sagittarius rising. Oh, I see. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Either one of those, it's your top 3, top 4, so you're good. Your divine counterpart. I feel like you were probably with somebody for the passion, for the sex, for the connection, for the warm body in your bed. And at this point, you're like, nope, that doesn't serve me anymore. I'm ready for the love of my life. The Two of Cups, the Empress, the Moon card, and the Knight of Cups. I need this Moon card, though. The Four of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Lover's card. I don't know if you guys can see it. Page of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Lover's card. I don't read these in the reverse. You might have to move. Like actually physically move. Sagittarius, in order to make this happen. Although I don't see that happening right away. I want to know about this Moon card for Sagittarius rest of January. The Queen, yeah, you're not ready to commit to this right away, but you're opening your energetic body up to your divine counterpart. It's like you're readying yourself, but first you're cleaning house. With this Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords isn't the marriage card. The Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, they're not the marrying type. They're the businessy type. They're the intellectual type. They're the type that I'll sleep with you because I have a need that needs to be met, an itch that needs to be scratched, but there's no feelings here. Now, the Queen of Wands, I'll sleep with you and there's feelings here, but I don't know if I'm ready to commit. Do you see these two energies? They're a little bit differently. I do have a lot of feelings. I do got a lot of something for you, but I don't know if I'm ready to commit. I feel like you're opening your mind up to the possibility of long-term with somebody. I don't know if you know who that somebody is, but it's definitely not the person you have in your bed right now. So I feel like I said, I feel like throughout the rest of January, you're kind of cleaning up house. What does Sagittarius not see coming for the rest of January. What does Sagittarius not see coming for the rest of January for Sagittarius greatest and highest good? That was crazy. I was like sweating for real for like a hot second. Hello, first time here. Hello, Tennessee R3s. All right. What does Sagittarius not see coming for the rest of January, please? New life. Oh, Aries got this too, didn't they? New life. The Empress came out in your spread earlier, and this is the Empress card. Like, you are calling in some serious shit, like in a good way. So continue to stay in the energy of gratitude. Continue to stay open in this energy of receiving for the month of January, because there's a lot of good things in store for you. All right. Oh, you do? Yeah, because I'm not perimenopausal or anything like that. So that'd be crazy if I did. But Sagittarius has a way of Sagittarius be having a way, boy. If you watch my channel, Sagittarius be having a way with their energy. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I don't have those hormonal issues. I see that if you want to work with me in any capacity, then definitely take a look at the description box below. There's a link to my stand store, and I can do a private reading for you. And I'm going to add a prayer for you, Tennessee, for tonight, for your health. Okay. Because, hold on, let me add Tennessee. Because I know that is a battle, but it's definitely not a battle that can't be won. All right. So I believe in healing, and I hope that you believe in healing for yourself as well. All right. All right. Well, I'll add you to my prayer list for tonight. And trust that I am a heavy prayer. I come from a long line of prayer warriors. So I believe in prayer. Prayer changes things. Mindset and prayer changes things. All right, let's move to Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. Capricorn. All right, here we go. Thank you to everybody to coming to Tennessee and helping. Capricorn, let's see. Capricorn, this is for your greatest and highest good. My intention is for you to gain some clarity. I'm taking a look at the energy for you for the rest of January, Capricorn. If this reading doesn't exactly resonate with you, or you want to know more, consider looking at the rest of your chart. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. And before you leave, consider hitting that like and subscribe and that bell notification button. It helps grow the channel. All right, we're taking a look at Capricorn for the rest of January. This is career and finance. It says money matters. Money matters. It says money matters a lot now. Wow. It seems like you're in the energy of a lot of people right now, Capricorn. When I read this card, the biggest thing that I get from it, even when I pull it for like my own personal readings, the first thing that I do, and it's not a scare tactic at all, okay? But the first thing I do is I pull up my bank account and I put a little bit of money aside, depending on, how much money you have in your account to do so. Because this is saying that there could be some unexpected expenses for you for the rest of January. But hey guys, the unexpected expenses doesn't have to be something like bad. It could be, last minute a friend invites you to go somewhere out to eat and it wasn't a part of your budget, or last minute there's an opening, somebody PTO, that's what somebody you weren't planning to go on leave or take some time off from work until February, but during January there's an opportunity for you to take some PTO, and you end up doing it and actually going somewhere. So either way, there's something outside of your budget that happens this month, and it's just saying to be prepared. And then for some of you guys, if that doesn't manifest, it's telling you to invest in saving your money. So not just spending it, not just paying off bills, but also trying to find savings. And then for whatever reason, and I'm not a finance person, but this is the first thing that came to my mind when I said that, is even to look at your savings if you guys are established as Capricorns, because I realize I am talking to the Capricorn community. Are you getting a return on the money that you have in your savings? Okay. I'm sorry, Tennessee, but I'm sorry. We're gonna talk on, we focused on my channel on current energy. Some people fucked us over in our life. Yes, I have been there. Trust me, trust me, trust me. But let's talk about some current energy. We're talking to current Capricorns for their greatest and highest good. Back to what I was saying, some of you guys have some money that's invested that maybe should be moved to a higher yield or a higher return. So take a look at the money that you have that's in the bank right now, all right? So either way, at the end of the day, take a look at the money that you have. Let's be smart about how you're spending, be smart about how you're investing, and then if you need to change it up, change it up. Capricorn, for the rest of the month, please. It's Three of Wands. Wow, that Three of Wands keeps coming out. The Five of Cups, the Four of Wands, and then the Page of Wands. You might need to move. You might be moving. And whatever budget it is that you have right now for your current circumstances is going to look vastly different for this new move. Or we all know moves are expensive, but that's what I'm seeing right here. You might be moving. The Three of Wands, the Five of Cups. This could have been something that's been on your mind for a while. Do I move? Do I move? I don't know if I should move. Should I move? And I do feel like in January, you come up with this idea, though you're not totally sold on it, that maybe you should move. What's the outcome of this at the end of January for Capricorn? The Moon card. It's not completely clear. Remember I said you think that you should move, though you're not completely clear on it. What's the outcome? The Moon. You might even give your notice to like your landlord or something like that, but you're still not either sure about exactly where you're going or if that was a good idea to give your notice. So maybe don't make any moves too quickly. And that could go back to this money matters. Like save, unless you're up against some sort of deadline per your lease, save saying something prematurely until the due date of the lease that says you need to let your landlord know or whatever by such and such date if you're going to break the lease or if you're going to be moving and not re-upping your lease. Just be really careful throughout the month of January. Don't do anything spontaneous. I don't feel like you're spontaneous though. How do we get here? What's this? What's the biggest block here? Because I feel like you're confused about what's the best move. What's the biggest block? The Two of Wands, planning. You're in the planning stages. Okay, so what's the advice? Because it looks like you eventually make a move. And then the move might be to make the move. It's interesting. I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm all over the place and I apologize for that. But I'm not really apologizing because this is actually somebody's energy. I feel it in my bones. Look at this. Red Birdie says, I gave my notice. The second was the deadline. But yeah, very, very unsure. Boom. Is it? Wait, you're a Capricorn too? Confirmation. Shit. Let me get some advice for everybody, not just Red Birdie, but let me get you some advice. Advice for Capricorn in this month with this, the Four of Pentacles. It's the same thing. This is the exact, I'm in Capricorn right now. Aquarius is next. It's the same thing. I'm going to read this again, okay? Because this might help you as advice. Money matters. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses and save up for the future. You need to be prepared for the unexpected. Can I get some idea as to what the unexpected might be for Capricorn, please, Spirit? The Four of Cups. The Justice, the Fool, and then the Four. Fours come out 3 times. The only thing we're missing is, no, all of them. All of the fours are here. Stability, stability, stability. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, Four of Wands. There might be a stall in the ending of this. Wow, I had a personal reading like this week, actually, where I told my client, like, I saw a move in your future, but you might need to go somewhere temporarily before you actually move. Like, I don't know if it's like an Airbnb or a Verbo or a long stay hotel. Like, with this Justice card, you might be waiting on the person in front of you to move first. I actually did that too when I was selling a house. When I sold my house and I bought my homestead, the guy that was on the homestead asked for like an extension, so we had to live on base for a while in a trailer, in an RV, while we were waiting on our house to be done. A lot of people do that, actually, right? You wait on your house to be built. So basically what I'm saying, what Spirit is saying here, like, just be careful with your spending, because it looks like you might be spending money on living until your place is ready. Okay, so just be aware of that. And those of you guys, a lot of you guys aren't moving until like March or the spring. So it's interesting that it's coming up in January, but then also thank you for coming up in January, Spirit, because that gives some time to kind of plan and budget, right? Let's take a look at love for Capricorn for the rest of January, please. Love for Capricorn for the rest of January. It says beyond compare. Don't compare your love to anyone else's. It's unique. I own my own house going back. Nobody knows yet. Well, don't tell too many people on here. Don't worry, I won't say nothing. Secret is safe with me. I'm not even going to say your name. All right, let's take a look at love. For whatever reason, I am being told to switch my deck, so I will listen. All right, we're talking about love for Capricorn. We got beyond compare. Don't compare your love to anyone else's. It's unique. The Six of Pentacles. The Fool. The Queen of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. The Hangman. You guys might be getting involved with somebody much younger than you. Or vice versa. You're the young person and they're the older person. It's some sort of new cycle or new potential relationship. And it's not even a relationship. It's a thing. It's a correspondence. It's complicated exactly. It's just more like a entanglement, dare I say. Oh, somebody said this is me. Entanglement. I mean, you're not committed to the person, Queen of Wands, but you're giving to the person. So Spirit's like, hey, go do this. But like, if you feel like somebody's going to judge you, don't say anything. Personally, I'm just like, as long as if it's legal, do you, boo. My first age gap, it was a 10-year age gap. But I mean, hell, your age gap could be more significant than this. You guys see, there's 2 Capricorns in the comments right now that are like, this is my story. Do you, boo? The World card. The 8 of Wands, the 3 of Cups. Okay, so this is telling me right here, like, it doesn't have to be, you can date. It's okay to date. Not everything has to lead to matrimony. Not everything has to lead to, oh, see, cool. Not everything has to lead to, getting married. Sometimes it's about having fun. 3 of Cups. Go have fun. You're not hurting nobody. As long as you're not hurting nobody, both people want to be in the relationship and it's legal, go have fun. Don't let anybody judge you. We're too old to be getting other people involved in our romance situations, our relationships anyways. We don't do that anymore. Not here on this channel. That's some shit we used to do when we were younger. He keeps fucking with me. We don't do that no more. You look that man or that woman dead in their eyes and say, you keep fucking with me. I don't like that. That's what you do. We don't bring other people in our business. All right. What does Capricorn not see coming? What does Capricorn not see coming for the rest of January, please? For the greatest and highest good. Survival. Oh, geez. Now I'm going to have to pull some more cards on that. That's another 3 again. That's an Empress card, but let's see. Venus. You don't want those cards either. Hold on. Capricorn. Hold on. I know I got some new people in the house. Hopefully you understand that I be seeing some stuff. So give me a second to listen to Spirit to try to figure out what this survival card is all about. I'm getting Venus. Oh, I'm your Venus. I'm your fire, soul desire. What you talking about? What does Capricorn not see coming the rest of January, please? The 10 of Swords, the World card, the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. You're leaving some sort of connection behind. Like somebody's going to say something. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, guys. Although it could be. You just got to be open to the energy. It's something you don't see coming. Just don't be surprised if somebody says something and it's like the last straw for you in the month of January. And I feel like this person, with the 7 of Cups here, guys, listen. With the 7 of Cups here, this person, you have been thinking for a while, like noticing like little tidbits of behaviors from this person, kind of putting together little things and like seeing like patterns with this person, but you've been kind of like on the fence. It's not even really that serious. Maybe I just won't invite him to my house. Maybe I just won't go out to dinner with him anymore. But there's just something about like, maybe I just won't socialize with him that much or whatever. But there's something about something that happens, and that's the straw that breaks the camel's back with this connection. You're like, you know what? I'm done dealing with you. And that's where this survival comes in. Like, because this person could have been poisoning your water, so to speak. No, don't take that literal, guys. What that means is like your environment. Like if this person is toxic, they've been toxifying the shit out of your environment. And I think you've been forgiving the behaviors, but in January you're like, nah, I'm good. You're done. You don't get access to me anymore. You don't get to come over here anymore. So just be aware. That's something you're unaware of. Also going through a divorce. Damn, I just read you on all 3 aspects, didn't I? That's cool. Thank you for the confirmation. Sometimes I'll be up here and I'm like, did I just talk for 2.5 hours? What the fuck? It says, plus in this same question, will I get justice? No, you don't get to ask personal questions. If you want to ask a personal question, you got to take a look at the description box below and follow the link to my stand store. Okay. Something happened yesterday. Okay, a confirmation. I love it. You're good. Just take a look at the description box below and it'll lead you to all that's on offer. And then if you want to look at the description of my channel, take a look at that as well. All right. Hey. Okay, so that's the person before I met the person. Yes, it looks like it. It does. So you're energetically readying yourself for the person. That last person was meant to be a little schmingle. Let's call it that. Because it wasn't like a relationship, and I don't like to use the word entanglement. It was like a little schmingling. Y'all were doing a little schmingling. Unless if you don't want to schmingle, it's up to you. Yeah. All right. There's nothing wrong with schmingling. But you guys, well, I don't like situationship. But here's the thing. Listen, guys, I don't know how old you are Pinky, but me and a couple of other people in this collective are in our 40s, right? I don't know. It's fun to go and have fun. It's okay. Not everything needs to lead to marriage, but everybody needs to be, there you go. Everybody's in their 40s. Everybody needs to be on the same page. And you have to make sure that when you're having these connections with people, that you're constantly communicating, are we still on the same page? Because people catch schmealings. People catch feelings. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 40s and above, right? All right. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. Enough. Let's go. Where are we at? Aquarius? Aquarius. Aquarius, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shani. I'm going to do an energetic read for you for the rest of January. We're going to take a look at 3 different aspects of your life for the month of January. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this story doesn't seem like it's all of the puzzle pieces are fitting, consider taking a look at the rest of your placements in your chart, your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. I do offer personal readings. And yeah, let's go. For your greatest and highest good, Aquarius. Aquarius' greatest and highest good. Can you show me for the rest of January what career and finance is going to look like for Aquarius? I could not find my voice. Let's stop for a second. I couldn't find my voice. I couldn't figure out what I was going to say. I'm tapping into, I haven't even, Jesus. Okay. Did y'all see it? It's already there. All right. I'm tapping into an Aquarius that feels like you're having a hard time finding the words, but then it's not even just that you're having a hard time finding the words, you're having a hard time connecting the emotions to the words. You know, I've noticed this about Aquarius and just my own personal experience. I'm not trying to generalize, but I feel like there's a reason why Spirit is asking me to bring this to the forefront. Aquarius has an amazingly beautiful, non-mainstream mind for the most part. And when the Aquarius is evolved and self-aware enough, they start tapping into this odd creativity, the innovation that's inside of them. And sometimes their mind can move like 1,000,000 times a minute, like 1,000,000 times a minute. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. And they can look at a situation and they can solve it like that. They're smart people because they think outside the box, right? Aquarius, I don't know why I'm talking to you, Aquarius. What I feel like I see is a hard time articulating all of the amazing things that you have in your mind. And there's a disconnect between the emotion, and it might not be new ideas, it might be old ideas. It might not be so much the innovation that I'm tapping in. It's the recognition, and then now how do I portray that? How do I say that? How do I voice that without sounding clumsy? Oh my God, that's my dog trying to break into the room. Yeah. Okay, so career and finance. That's just what I got. I'm going to go with that, okay? So for some of you guys, that could be confirmation, all right? It says career and finance. It says locked. The work you want may not be in reach right now. You can take a temporary position while waiting on an opening. Your new place offers job security. So some of you guys, there's just like this idea of like a beautiful mind. And it's like, I almost get like this overqualified. You know, people sometimes they apply for jobs just because they want a job, just because they need to pay the bills, just because they don't want to be bored anymore. Because I feel like Aquarius can get bored really easy. And then you go and you turn in your resume, and then these people are like, yeah, but you're overqualified for this position. And what you're trying to tell the person is, yeah, but I need a job. I can go outside and I can bag groceries and I can get carts, shopping carts all day long. Like, don't worry about all of my degrees and all of my work experience. You need a body and I'm a body, right? I feel like that's what I'm getting off of you guys. Aquarius for January, please. And my voice sounds weird too. Like it sounds shaky, right? Are you guys picking that up? I feel it. The 3 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and then the Page of Cups. Yeah, like you're learning. It's not really learning. So like you've lived a lot of life, Aquarius. You've got a lot of experience, and a lot of the life experience that you've had, not all, but a lot. And a lot of us have a story. So, like you're not alone in this, has come and kind of betrayed you or bit you in the butt or kicked you in the butt or stabbed you in the back. There's a lot of people that have, and a lot of work opportunities that have turned out to not be what you thought it was, or there was no follow through. People came up to you with these good options for job opportunities, these work options, and then they don't even hold their weight, or they don't follow through, or they didn't show up to the meeting. And you're tired of it. Like you're tired of not being able to find your footing in the work world. I do feel like it's like one job after another. I've always said this about Aquarius. Like Aquarius can get some jobs, but it's about like trying to keep the job is what I feel like I'm picking up on this. How can I keep the job and not let somebody come and take it from me, or not let myself sabotage my way out of it? Like, how do I stay invigorated? How do I stay wanting? How do I stay with it? How do I stick with it? And then at the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. Like, you're not going to give up on yourself. You're never going to give up on yourself. But it's just a matter of like, where can you find your voice? Where can you find your footing? I feel like I'm tapping into an Aquarius that is done with like the old stuff, but is trying to figure out the new stuff. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I just said, do you know what I mean? I need some more information on this because I feel like somebody's lost. The 2 of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the Strength card, the 7 of Pentacles. There's like a lot of like manual labor in here too, in this 7 of Pentacles. So you could work with your hands a lot in the past, but I feel like you're trying to get away from that. You could be the type of person, Aquarius, that had a technical job in some way, shape, or form. What do they call it, guys? I always forget what it's called. Like somebody that's like an electrician or a plumber or a contractor, like a builder. Like the job that takes like a lot of physical labor, HVAC, yeah, like all that, but it's called something. Technical, is it a technical job? Anyways, blue collar job? No, a white collar job. And you're trying to transform it, tradesman, trade job. And you're trying to transform it into like a white collar job or something completely different. And you're having a difficult time doing that. All right, so in January, what's the outcome of this for Aquarius? The 8 of Cups. You might be tempted to just say, oh, forget it. I'm just going to go back to what I was doing. You might feel like as if this is too lofty or it's not ready yet. Blue collar, yeah. This is too lofty or it's not ready yet. Where does 8 of Cups take Aquarius? If they do decide to leave this and go down a different path, where does it take Aquarius? You're never going to give up on yourself, the 2 of Wands. You're going to go back to the drawing board. I feel like in the month of January, You try something out that you haven't tried before. Maybe you have tried it, but you've never gone at it at this particular angle. You try it, it doesn't pan out. Okay, so you got to go back to doing whatever it is that you used to do just to put money on the table, right? But then you're like, no, I'm not letting this down. The ideas keep coming towards me. So then you go right back out there again. You're never going to give up on it. Whatever this is. For you, you have this intellectual knowing, maybe this is not the right time. Maybe I just didn't get the right work partner. Maybe it just wasn't the right contract. But I'm not going to give up on this. But I do need to pay my bills. So I'm going to pay my bills, but I'm never going to quit. I'm always going to go to the drawing board. Advice. Keep going. Keep going to the drawing board. The Queen of Pentacles. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. There's got to be some... What's the biggest teaching moment that you have for Aquarius in this? What if I don't get the Ace of Swords or some sword related thing? I'm going to be so surprised. What's the biggest teaching thing? What is the biggest thing that Aquarius is not seeing that they need to have? What's the piece of the puzzle that they need to have for this to work out for them? All right, so if you look at this, the sword energy, boom, called it, right? The Six of Swords. Sometimes people move on from situations before they're mentally ready. Before they have their ducks in a row, before they have even their bags completely packed. Sometimes people move on a little bit too quickly. So maybe what this is saying is that you're giving up a little bit too quickly. It doesn't need to be perfect. This woman and her child are fleeing a space to go somewhere safe. This is happening before their bags are packed or anything, before they've settled their mind. They don't really have a plan. They're just trying to go someplace else. Don't give up on yourself. I know that it's saying in here that you're not going to, but if you could hold off on leaving it, maybe it's not a matter of leaving it to go to the other job to pay your bills. Maybe it's being able to incorporate both in your energy somehow if you've got the bandwidth. Maybe it's your daytime job is going out there to make money, and then your nighttime job is trying to figure out how to make your dreams come true. Maybe it's 30 minutes before your alarm is supposed to go off for your daytime job, that's when you're sitting and yeah, thank you. That's when you're sitting and you're planning, but not just planning, but doing some stuff. Maybe it's more research that you need to do. Maybe it's more practice that you need to do. Or maybe instead of, I don't know, like have a working lunch 3 days a week or something. But I think it's just looking at it from a different angle. Don't give up just yet. Love for Aquarius, please. Love for Aquarius throughout the rest of January, please. Clouded vision. Recognize and discuss red flags or areas of concern. I keep getting this for you, Aquarius, over and over again. There's this idea of this Aquarius, like over and over again. And I'm not judging you. I already know what this is saying. It's like, you can't just kiss and make up. Because the same thing is going to happen. If you ignore the cycle, if you ignore the pattern, it's going to keep happening. It's going to be the same shit, a different day. Same shit, a different day. So if you feel like you're in a relationship with somebody and every 3 weeks, things are good, but every 3 weeks there's this fight. And then y'all just kiss and make up. You ignore the fact that the fight happened. You don't actually talk about it. Then it's going to keep happening. Love for Aquarius, please. Rest of January. The Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Listen, there's potential for this to work. The Three of Pentacles is here. The Ace of Cups is here. But it's going to take methodical steps. And it's going to take communication. Somebody's going to have to break the ice. Somebody's going to have to be the bigger person or the adult or something. It's not about taking the high road. It's about being open and honest. And here's a tell. You can tell you're in a healthy and loving and reciprocal relationship if you can have a hard conversation with your partner, even if it hurts their feelings, even if it hurts your feelings. If you guys are respectful of each other and tactful in how you deliver it, not hurtful, but still, even when you're tactful and sometimes honesty hurts, but if you can still come together and have a common goal of outgrowing the old habits that were hurting you, then that's a telltale sign of a healthy relationship. But if you in a tactful way approach a situation with your partner in your truth, in your authenticity, and they start blaming you for it, they're not taking accountability. You know, if you're taking accountability too, and they're attacking you for having the audacity to always be in the past, then that's that red flag that they're talking about, right? Let's see, what does Aquarius not see coming for January? So just don't sweep anything on the rug. Have the hard conversations with your partner. I'm an Aquarius rising, and I was telling my mom I wanted to get a weekend job so I can travel because I just put in my application. There you go. Good. You know how many people, are you American? Do you know how many people in America don't have their passports and never travel? That's an amazing thing. Travel is so amazing. Even if you didn't have your passport, there are still so many people in America that never travel outside of their city or their state. Traveling is so important for the mind. What does Aquarius not see coming for their greatest and highest good? Limitation. A 44 card. Let's get some more on this limitation. Let's pull from a different deck. Here we go. What are you talking about? It says nature, spirits. Four of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. Hey, I'm not a fear monger. I love love. I love healthy love. I pray for people in relationships that they can make it last as long as there's reciprocation, as long as, you know, it's balanced and all this other stuff. So I'm not an advocate for people just to break up. I'm not that type of person, or tarot reader or diviner, seer, cunning woman. What I am is honest. If you keep sweeping the issues under the rug, this is a different deck and this is a different deck, it's going to keep coming back to bite your ass. There is a huge call for you. It's just going to happen again. Remember I said every 3 weeks? That could be for somebody. Every 3 weeks you go through an argument with your person. Or every couple of weeks you go through an argument with your person. I could be talking to you on the last day of your third week, and then tomorrow and the next couple of days you have an argument with your person. Y'all need to talk about this cycle. You need to, because it's going to happen again. So just, you know, I'm an Aquarius sun, and he is also an Aquarius sun. He is an avoidant. Honey, we don't play with avoidance. If you know he's an avoidant, let's get out. Let's get out. Let's enjoy our lives. Let's not play with avoidance. Let's not play with them. I've been there. I don't want you to do that. I want more for you. If you already know he's an avoidant, oh my God. If I would have known that my ex was a textbook narcissist, if I would have known what I know now, if I would have known then what I know now, oh my God. I know, I get it. It's not easy. I talked about this in the last live. I used to fantasize about leaving. But when I left, oh my gosh. Whoo, I feel so much better. It's one thing to be lost in it and not even see and not even realize. It clock some stuff, yeah, sure. But, you know, not every day is bad. But then, and there's another thing when you start noticing it. And then when you start noticing it, you start fantasizing about doing something about it. And some people stay in that fantasy for the rest of their lives. hating themselves, hating their partner, hating their situation, then hating their life. Some people stay there for the rest of their lives. A lot of people don't leave. But if you feel like it's unhealthy, if you feel unseen, if you feel unheard, if you feel like the patterns of behavior are never going to change, and you voiced and you voiced and you said and you stayed and you loved, eventually you got to turn that power back onto you. It's not, oh shit, it's not easy. The human mind wants to stay with the known devil versus the unknown potential for life. Because at least you know, if I walk on the eggshells just right, they won't get mad. All right, let's go to Pisces. I just had to shake you off. Hey, Mariah Carey, Shake It Off. Maybe you need to listen to that, because that's the song that came to my mind. Mariah Carey, Shake It Off. Let's do Pisces and then be up out of here, guys. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. As always, we do this on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I do appreciate you all for being here. I love you guys so, so very much. Y'all are freaking amazing. Pisces. Pisces, I am here for you, boo. Let's see what's going on for Pisces career and finance for the rest of January. Pisces, take it as it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. If you need to watch your other placements to get more of a gauge on what Spirit is trying to tell you for the rest of January, I say do it. At least look at your sun and your rising. Come to this with an open heart and open mind. I think I said that. If you want to work with me in any capacity, take a look at the description box below. Consider liking and subscribing before you leave. It just helps me grow this channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, take a look over at Instagram at Infinite Light Tarot. You're very welcome. All right, let's go. Pisces, career and finance for Pisces, please. Career and finance for Pisces, rest of January. Power position. Oh, shit, son. Yes. Oh, shit. You about to be the person on your family tree. Now, you might not know about this because it might be your grandkids and your grandkids, but you're going to be that old Aunt Mildred or my great-grandma or my great-grandpa, or you're going to be the foundation layer for your bloodline. You are meant to be, and I know you guys hate hearing it, but you're meant to be the generational curse builder, so that when your lineage looks at your family tree, they're like, that person right there, because of all of the stuff that they did, they helped me be where I'm at today. They provided me with the love, the foundation, and the healing view of life, the healed view of life. And so because of that, I'm able to be a healthy person. Because of that, I'm able to be a successful person. Because of that, I'm able to be a prosperous person with healthy partnership. What does this card actually say? It says power position for the Pisces the rest of January. You are being promoted or called to lead. Time to step into your sovereignty and guide others with compassion. But there's also this protective aspect too. I think I've got this a couple of times for Pisces. It's like with these two swords on the top too, and this crown up here on the top. It's like for some of you guys, you have like kids and grandkids, and you don't want to show them what it's like to survive. You want to show them what it's like to thrive. And according to these cards, you're already doing that. So just take a second, Pisces. Just like literally, just take a second. And if you can, go find a mirror. I'll wait. Let me know when you get there. Now that you're at the mirror, literally say to yourself, thank you. You brought us so far. We have overcome so much. We are no longer in the energy of survival. We are ready to take leadership of our own life. And what that means is that we get to thrive as a bloodline. And it starts with me. Pisces, say it starts with me. Praise God. Hallelujah. And thank you so much to the universe for bringing me in front of this beautiful collection of Pisces that are choosing to be the leaders of their own life. What does this career and finance look like? Okay. I had the Ten of Swords pop out for you, Pisces, which means you're done. Like done. Like I'm not even just saying I'm done. I'm just like I'm standing on my truth, and my truth is fuck you if you aren't here for my progress, if you're not here for my embetterment, if you're not here to invest in me, I have no time. I think I said that before too for you. It's the same message over and over again because it's the same collective of Pisces, or at least it's new Pisces that are coming to this these readings, and you're like, you know what? That's right. I want that. I want to claim that. I want to call that in for my own reality. Thank you, Wendy. You're amazing. The King of Pentacles here. I love the King of Pentacles. Like if I could be in a relationship, it would be somebody with heavy King of Pentacles, King of Cups energy, for sure. But we're talking about your career and finance. The King of Pentacles is so amazing with that because it's just even more so like you got the whole world in your hands. Look at that. Yeah, I agree. The Five of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. You are killing him with kindness. You're killing him with love, but you're also standing in like your boundaries. And this is new for you. So it's kind of uncharted territory. Like, I don't know. Hold on. I'm only just hearing Lauryn Hill just like a little bit, right? Killing him softly, but only just a little bit because we're not listening to the lyrics of all of that, all of that song because it goes a little haywire. But it's like you're honestly killing him softly. I feel like there's Pisces collective out there that is in a momentum of success and prosperity, and there are people that are watching you that never, ever, ever would have bet on you. Never. If anything, some of them were betting against you. Pisces ain't gonna do it this time. Pisces is not gonna succeed. All Pisces ever does is talk shit. Although that last time that they reinvented themselves, that last time they did an okay job, but I'm gonna forget about that and I'm gonna be a naysayer for them this time. Like Pisces, you're constantly like people are constantly underestimating you. Kim Kardashian says that she built an empire off of people underestimating her. That's what you're doing here. You know what? You're like, you know what? Okay, you want to keep it. You want to say that I'm the villain in the story? Okay, I already did Scorpio. I'm on Pisces. Rewind a little bit, baby. You want to say that I'm the villain in the story? Cool. Let that be your story. You want to say that I cheated you out of something? Cool. Let that be your story. You want to say that I'm a bitch or an asshole? Cool. Let that be your story. You want to say that I never did anything for you or you did everything for me? Cool. Let that be your story. You can keep all of that. I'm going to take my truth and head out that way. Because I know that I'll be happier if I do that. I don't have any tangible, this is Pisces. I don't have any tangible proof, but what I have is hope and faith. Because this is the Page of Cups. Yeah, based off of my experience. But I'm not going to just sit here and be still. I'm about to make a whole bunch of friends. I'm about to mingle with the right people. I'm about to get this new job. I'm about to elevate my own self, my own life. I'm about to rebrand myself. I'm about to learn a few things from a few new people in my reality, and it is going to work for me. I need to know a little bit more about like, how does this translate to job? I feel like I hit some job, but like, how does this translate to like career? What does this look like for Pisces? The Knight of Wands, the Judgment. There's that Ten of Swords that came out earlier, and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're like writing a book, writing a song, teaching a course, doing a TED Talk. Ooh, if you do a TED Talk, if you ever done a TED Talk, I want to do a TED Talk. Can somebody send me an email? How do you do a TED Talk? Something like that. You know, going and doing like some sort of speaking engagements, or it could even be just you giving testimony to people. For those of you guys who are not working, but a lot of this is work. Anyways, some people are paying you for your services because you've taken your life lessons, everything that you have learned, and you're helping others. Pisces not here to play any games. But you're also not selfish with it. You're not a gatekeeper. That's what I'm seeing in this cards. You're not a gatekeeper. You're 100% willing. You want to be successful too? You want to get where I'm at? Let me help you. You want to heal? You want to get where I'm at? Let me help you. I'm not here to gatekeep. I'm here to share. Because I know that if I share with you, you're going to share with somebody else. What's the outcome of this energy for Pisces? January. What's the outcome of this career and finance for Pisces? Like, I honestly feel like you are sharing your story with so many people, sharing your knowledge with so many people that, like, you just can't help it. Like, you can't. Sometimes there are people watching you and you could be telling your story to this person over here. Like, you could be at the store and you're talking to this person over here and somebody's overhearing your conversation and you're not helping nobody over here. You're not helping nobody. This person's heard you tell the story 15 million times. As a matter of fact, they're probably tired of you talking about it so much. But this person back here that you didn't even realize, you just helped. Pisces is out here helping, healing, and not gatekeeping. You want to be successful, this is how you do it. And it's just good vibes. So, you were here to be, a lot of you guys are here to be a light worker. A lot of you guys were meant to experience a lot of crazy shit and overcome that so that you can help people. And you are. Some of you guys are just amazing professionals at what it is that you do. And it's because of the experience, this Queen of Swords. It's because of the experience. And it's with the Queen of Swords. And it's because of the almost delusional way of incorporating it. Like, other people wouldn't think to incorporate some of these past experiences in their job the way that you do, Pisces. With this King of Pentacles, you know that's the right bet. It's like having a doctor who survived an amputation and now he works in a hospital and he goes and he helps like amputees. Like, hey, I've been there, done that. Or it's like having somebody who has survived cancer and is going and talking to other people who are going through cancer. And it's like, hey, it's like being, you know, a recovering addict. And then now you're helping other people that are helping from addiction. Hi to Las Vegas. Happy New Year, Jamal. Let's do love for Pisces for the rest of January. Jamal, if you want to book, oh, never mind. Take a look at what Wendy just sent you, Jamal. The link to my Stan store is down there. Thank you, Wendy. Wendy, before we leave, in the next 24 hours, can you send me an email? You're supposed to be sending me an email so we can schedule something, okay? All right, I was about to say for Jamal. For Pisces, the rest of January, what does love look like for Pisces? Oh, capricious. Okay, I've never seen this card before. Oh, of course, Pisces, you get 2 cards. That's some crazy shit that always happens in my Pisces readings. Yes, just send me an email. I've been wanting you to send me an email. I sent you an email about sending me an email, and then I sent you a message on Instagram about sending me an email. Send me an email so we can schedule this next week. All right, capricious. Okay, Pisces, what's this all about? It says children are involved or someone is being immature. And I always see Pisces as being like a mother or a father or a grandmother or grandfather. I always see that there's kids that you're so closely tied to, Pisces, that this is the reason why I'm making this decision. Does it help my relationship with my kids or my grandkids? No, then I'm not moving that direction. Do you like kids or grandkids? No, then I'm not moving towards you. It's like something like that. Love. Also, there could be somebody acting immature. My 17-year-old was acting immature this morning. I love her though. I love my kid. My kids are amazing. My kids are amazing. All right, let's see. It says bound by demands. Stifled by expectations, it's time to redefine limits and reclaim freedom. Some of you guys are saying, I can't date now because I have kids. Who said that? You said that, right? Who said that? Some people are saying, is anybody going to date me because I have kids? Yes. Trust me, you put on your profile or you let people know that you have kids and they don't want that. Good riddance. Deuces. I don't want you around my kids anyways. It's a filter. It's a natural filtering mechanism. Pisces. It's coming up for a reason though. I want to see what this is for Pisces. The Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. I'm talking to a lot of single parents in the house. The Three of Swords, the Five of Cups. Now I need more cards on this. Some of y'all been single for a long time. Some of y'all been single. Some of y'all were married and single at the same time, like where, you always felt like you were a single parent even when you were married, and maybe that relationship is over, but now your kids are still like at your kids, not your life, but they play a huge role. You're an involved parent versus not, because there are plenty of people out there who are not involved parents, but you are an involved parent. And I do feel like for some of you guys, you might be leaning on that relationship of parenthood because there was somebody in your past who was acting immature, and it may not have anything to do with the kids. If anything, at first they might have been saying, yeah, no, I like kids. I like what you guys have going on. I like the relationship that you have with your kids, but then it just didn't pan out for whatever reason, and you're currently processing that. Where is this leading for Pisces in their love life? What does the end of January look like? I feel like you're getting over a relationship still, Pisces, is what I'm seeing here in the cards. The Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Uh-oh, you might be putting yourself out there. You're afraid to, but you're still doing it. The Five of Pentacles, and then you talk yourself out of it. The Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Five of Pentacles, you talk yourself out of it. Why is Pisces talking themselves out of putting themselves back out there? What's the biggest holdup here for Pisces? The Moon card, indecision about what? I mean, not the Moon card, the two on if you want to be single or not. The Nine of Pentacles. Why? What is the biggest block for Pisces? The Chariot. A Cancer? Nobody's come towards me yet. Really, Pisces? Whose story is that? Because I know it's somebody's. I know I just literally clocked somebody right here, right now. They haven't come towards me yet. Why are you waiting? Look, this is not. This could potentially be the pot calling the kettle black. I've been in this energy before. Okay, cool. As a matter of fact, if you want to be single and away from a lot of people, just end the reading right here. Because I'm pulling on love. And I don't want you to invite in love if you don't want love from the universe. I don't want you to give mixed signals to the universe. Don't watch my readings or nobody else's readings if they start talking about love. Only if they're talking about self-growth and money and career. But if they start talking about love, click off. You're going to have to book a personal reading. You're waiting for somebody to come towards you. I can't tell if this is stubbornness. Who is this person that Pisces spirit? Talk to me. Who is this? Who? What? The Ace of Cups. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to set my heart beat. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Okay. Okay. I back off. Okay, keep manifesting it. Okay, keep manifesting it. I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm not going to risk nothing. I'm not going to risk nothing. I'm not putting my kids through nothing again. I'm not putting my heart through nothing again. If this person, if this next partner ain't about it, I'm not about it either. I'm not nothing. You better be the one. If you're not the one, keep on walking. Don't even knock on my door. Don't even send me an email. Don't send me a text message. Nothing. Now you're still processing a relationship in January because it just didn't work through. But you have hope. You're keeping the door open for a divine counterpart. But you're not chasing after nothing. I honestly feel like you're handling it. I couldn't see what was so clear in the card. So let me put this as clear as I possibly can. It looks like you were processing a love partner or something that you thought was going to be something, and just for whatever reason, it wasn't. And so instead of getting excited again, playing yourself again, ignoring certain behaviors again, you're like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and heal from this. Let me just protect myself, protect my family from any immature behavior, including my own immature behavior. I know that my divine counterpart is out there. I know that a real love is out there. I'm open to it, but I ain't chasing shit. Right, Pisces? What don't you see coming in January for Pisces? What doesn't Pisces see coming? Bounty. Oh, shit. Okay. It starts and it ends with a major abundance for you. Bounty, flourishing, prosperity, abundance. Remember, abundance isn't always money. It's having exactly what you need when you need it. But bounty, aplenty. Tell me about this bounty for Pisces for the rest of January. The Death card. That's the second time you get the Empress card. That's the second time you get the Ace of Cups card. And then the Two of Wands. Where's the Two of Wands pointing to? The Hermit card, a Virgo energy, getting some shit straight and organized. The Magician, the Tower, and then the Seven of Wands. Now you gotta tell me about the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups. Hey, you guys are gonna be. This is very specific. It's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be for like one or two of you guys. Somebody is going to, there's some sort of occasion where you're going to be around some people in your life that you haven't been around in a long time, and you've probably chosen to keep yourself away from them, because for some of you guys, there might be like a reading of an inheritance or a will or something like that. That was like one or two of you guys. For others of you, there's out of nowhere, you get this idea or this opportunity to act on a passion project in the month of January, and it leads to like a lot of good stuff. And you find yourself being named by people you never would have thought would have ever have known your name. That doesn't necessarily happen in January. It's like the action happens in January, or it kind of reads back to your original your original reading at the very beginning, like your career reading. I don't know if you Pisces realize how powerful you are. I don't know if you realize how much is expected of you from spirit, and that's why your life has probably been so up and down. Why you have collected so many experiences, but the bounty is here. The life of easier is here. There, but it's not imminent. Meaning there are going to be some things that you need to go through. And it looks like, and I don't have the justice card, it looks like it might be legal. There's just going to be like a revving up of energy before you actually start liftoff, if you will. It's a countdown before liftoff towards this bounty. Just call it in. Just keep calling it in. The universe does not reward pain. The universe rewards change, growth, intention, action. You've gone through pain. You don't automatically deserve something, but because you have taken action, because you have transmuted, that reward of blessings and bounty is right there. There's just like something that you need to go through. For some of you guys, it's like some sort of legal reading or some epiphany that you haven't had yet that's going to happen in the month of January. All right, guys, that's for now. I look like a completely different person than I look like at the beginning. I sweat my hair out from the Sagittarius reading. All right, guys, that's it. That's your reading for today. Wendy, darling, please send me an email, babes. Babes, send me an email, babes. We've got to schedule something for next week. All right, guys, I go live on Tuesdays and Fridays every week unless I announce otherwise, 11:30 Central Time, which is the same time zone as Chicago. I also post other readings. So definitely take a look at the other readings. If you want to follow me on Instagram, if you want to book a one-on-one coaching or tarot reading session, take a look at the description box below. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate everyone for all the stickers, for all the donations, for Tam for joining the channel. I love you guys. Thank you so very much. Have a happy weekend and be safe. Love yourself too. Bye.